mean, this is kind of what you're dreaming up, right? The comedian series of fighting. First fight, title card, Chris Celio, David Martin, you know? Undercard.
Comedian series of fighting, dog.
Yeah. Undercard, you got Tarno versus a steak sandwich.
Emilio, the Honey Badger Urrutia!
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Honey Badger Hour.
We're live.
Let's go.
Oriel, Happy New Year's, my brother.
Cheers, buddy. Happy New Year's. Happy
Thanks for coming
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, what else we got?
What do they do in Thailand?
They just do New Year's, dog.
They don't give a shit.
Yeah, they just do New Year's.
Yeah.
But in Thailand, it's like the year 2564.
Oh, so they're ahead.
Yeah. Yo, my cell phone is from Thailand, and the date on my cell phone is like, I mean, I'm not on my cell phone. My laptop is like 2564.
You still have it on that time?
Yeah. The time is like.
You're like an Orthodox Jew. You're like, it's 5,000. I don't give a shit. That's funny. It's like you think like, damn, they're like 500 years in the future.
Yeah. Exactly.
So like they must be so advanced, but it's like no, there's a few apocalypses and fucking issues.
I don't know what time frame they're using, dog, but they go from they got a different one, dog. They got over there in Asia, bro.
I think they got 2 times. They got work and sleep. You know, they fucking wake up. It's like you got that culture too. You wake up, you do 30,000 sit-ups, and you fucking go get.
Dog, wake up, train, get the demons out of my head right away, bro.
That's good.
That's the goal, dog.
I gotta do that. That's my New Year's thing. Like, I know the resolution shit is bullshit, but that's really something I need to do, bro. I keep calling it Transformation 2023. I keep telling everybody Transformation 2023.
Let's get it, dog. 23 is a big year, bro.
I'm a fraud. It's bullshit. There's no transformation. There's peanut butter and fucking bullshit. I don't know how to behave, bro.
Listen, trust me, we're all frauds at one point, but that's my goal. And that's my goal this year, dog, to connect with my comedy peoples and get everybody getting healthy. Yo, imagine how much confidence you're gonna have on stage if you know you can fucking fuck everybody up on the, or not even. Just imagine
just
going
confidence.
Up there,
just
confidence that will build from
But I think
you know?
you look at it differently. I think you look at it like a person that is like you came up just looking at all this talent and all these different people, and just a person that you could probably just look at someone in the face and go, yeah, he's got it. He's a fucking killer. And I think you might see that in some comedy people. You might see that because I know sometimes, dude, we're hanging out and you're talking to someone like you're trying to recruit them to become a TikTok star or some shit. You know? Like one of these sleazy Miami guys that goes to these kids got fake IDs and they go drink and he just goes there to be like, yeah, she's got it, you know? And it turns into like Burt Reynolds, like fucking Boogie Nights shit. He just sees him, he goes, that kid's got a huge cock. You probably do that. You probably go like, this kid's heel hook game is fucking atrocious.
I'd be like, yo, you got a big ass head, bro. You would never get knocked out. You know, I see somebody like, yo, you got big hands. How long is your reach, bro? So, yo, this guy's got a 64-inch reach. With that jab, you'd be unstoppable. Yeah, 100%, dog. I look at people from their characteristics.
And half the other comics, you're like, dude, you could just lay on a guy. You'll fucking kill him in 2 seconds. You can smother the bitch.
Listen, dog, I don't know how much it would take him. If an untrained guy, it would take him a lot to get Raul or Tarno off of them from Mount.
I mean, what the fuck? You know, that's just physics, you know? Like, you're joining the NBA right now.
Yo, even a trained guy, it might be a little bit rough, dog.
Nah, I doubt that, you know. These guys aren't used to that savagery, you know? That's the thing. Comedians, it's like a hostile, dirty, aggressive thing, but in reality, we're just like, please stop. You know, we're not confrontational. Not a lot of us, even.
All right, here's the catch, dog, with comedians, bro. To be a sicko and be able to go and bomb and do these open mics and wait 2 hours, dog, and then do your 5 minutes. That type of pain endurance, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially in the beginning, bro.
Yeah, it's like Joe Rogan getting in the ice bath shit. You know?
Yes,
like,
dog.
You're just holding the whole time.
Listen, the characteristics to do comedy is definitely the same characteristics for martial arts, if that makes any sense.
I think, that makes sense. You know, we're both in great shape. We're both very motivational people. You know, people look up to us. Kids, they go, please, man, come on, how do I be like you? And then we always do the same thing, right? We always go like, hey, man, you don't want to be like me. You want to be better. You know?
You got to grind, dog. You got to grind every day. You got to wake up early. You got to put the pedal to... Okay, physical characteristics, maybe not the same as a comic,
yeah,
dog.
that's different. But that's what I'm saying, bro. You see that in people, you know?
But the pain, dog, you know, like the grind, the work ethic is the same. You know what I'm saying? But same, but different. The famous Thailand saying, dog.
Yeah, one is physical, one is emotional and mental. And physical the next morning, usually. But
yes, dog. A different type of,
it's a different type of...
same weight bearing, you know, like yo, if you get booked for a show, like I get nervous if I have a book for a show or something like this, and there's like a lot of good guys, I'm like, oh snap, I feel like I get nervous like I get for a fight.
Similar nerves.
Yeah, dog.
Really?
Like, yeah, bro. I think about it, you know, because you want to perform, right? You want to do good,
Yeah.
dog. You know,
But it's like a fear. It's like a fight or flight thing.
yeah, you feel it, especially like my first couple. You know what I'm saying?
I got nervous yesterday. I still get nervous all
Where
the
did
time.
you? All right, boom. That's a good one. Where did you perform yesterday?
Red Bar.
At Red Bar. That's a good spot.
I dropped
right?
in, you know. I passed by because I wanted to do a spot. For some reason, I was just having a day, you know, and I was like, I need to do this, you know. And
First set of the year, bro. Right? Or did you get up?
Did I get up before? Did I get up on? Oh, that was my phone.
No worries,
My
bro.
bad. Did I get up on? Yeah. Did I get up before? No, I don't think so.
Saturday, Sunday.
No. Saturday, Sunday for me, new.
So you got your first set of the year done on Red Bar. How was it?
It was pretty good. It was
good
it was a
crowd?
hot crowd. Yeah, this is like we're like in the afterglow right now of like the party season here.
Yes.
So everyone's still here. Everyone's still having a good time. So that shit was packed. Everyone had great energy. All of the shows have been really good lately.
Yes, everywhere's been packed, dog. Thank you, Miami was packed on Friday and Monday,
Yep.
both nights. You know what I'm saying?
Now we just gotta wait till fucking February so everyone's miserable again.
Yeah, dog. We'll let the fucking New Year's jitters wait off, dog.
Valentine's crowd is fucking gonna be rough.
After 3 weeks of like the same old shit, you're like, all right, nothing's changed. We're still assholes.
Yeah, we're still the same shit. Like, you know, it might as well be fucking the year 2500, bro. Nothing changes.
Might as well be in Thailand in 2564, dog.
2564.
Oh, man.
That's not even a special number, dude. You can't even freak out.
Yeah, dog. Yo, people always ask me. They're always like, yo, when do you not get nervous for like when my students and stuff? They'll ask me for fights. Like, when do you not get nervous? And I'm like, well, you know, it's not that you don't get nervous, that you learn how to deal with the nerves better.
Yeah, or like it starts feeling good. Like, because that's what happened to me at Red Bar. I got nervous, bro. Because the show started off really hot. It was nice. Good laughs. I'm up second. And out of nowhere, I'm like, fuck, maybe that set list that I was thinking of is not a good idea. And then you get this like doubt thing. And you're like, fuck, I'm a piece of shit. I'm going to go up there and eat a dick. And then usually when I have that feeling, I do good.
Yo.
If I don't have that feeling, if I'm not nervous, it's like you don't try as hard. It's like something doesn't get to you. So I like feeling that anxiety still, you know?
I love, dog, that's fun. You just explained getting ready for a fight, bro.
It's the same thing.
Dog, you looking at the set list, bro, on fight days, sometimes you wake up, you're like, yo, why do I do this? You know, you're like, why do I sign up for this? Like, you're making weight, you know, you're dieting, you're just like, what is going on here? You know, and then, when the moment it's like when the bell rings, it's like when you get up and the guy introduces you and you grab the microphone and you're like, and whatever you say.
Yeah, you're in you're like, you're not in training mode anymore.
Yeah, and
you're
then
just doing it. You
and
know?
then the cruise control hits, right?
Yeah,
You go into that like flow state. You feel that in comedy a lot, right?
Yeah.
But when you have a good set, the time just burns like fast.
Or you
dog.
just think of other things while you're up there. Like sometimes it takes a while, but you're just like I've done sets and like tried to sneak a fart that I knew was gonna be a shit, you know. But like it's just you're telling a joke and then you're like, that's not good either. If you get too autopilot, it's like, well, what, you know, are you trying anything new? I'm fucking trying to control the muscles of my asshole so I squeeze this shit out.
Yo, they have no idea that you're on stage, like just blowing, like, yo, you have no idea, like, oh my gosh.
Oh no, they have an idea, bro. They sit right up here, dude.
And thank you, Miami. They're mad close, bro. I always want to tell them, yo, if I fart right now, I'll just fart right on their nose, you know?
You have the power. That's my cauliflower ear, you know, like I have cauliflower asshole. I sit down there, I'm confident because I'm like, I could just ruin your fucking night tonight. Easy. I just walk by after my set, you don't even notice.
Have you legit
never done it because that's fucking psychopath shit. But
yeah. Yo, have you ever like farted and like I wonder if you could fart and then you can see the crowd, like if anybody they're trying to figure out what it was and you're just talking the whole time and people are like,
well, I think I've seen that like early on in
that's a great
at like
one.
early open mics, like there's just, you know, you got nothing. And I've seen guys like just be like, yeah, just full disclosure, guys, just had a brutal fart. And then people get up. They go like,
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to deal with this shit. They get up and they leave.
Yeah, you do a cut right in there in front of everybody.
Yeah, bro. Like you gotta fucking just, you know, you gotta keep that in the chamber. You can't let it go. You gotta keep it in the chamber. Well, registered weapons, dude. That's most comics assholes.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Tarno.
Yo,
Tarno's
I don't even want to know what
the Ghana.
Tarno's asshole looks like, dog. Tarno's turds. I saw on Instagram. Yo, my friend sent me a video today. God bless my friends. Yo, yeah, there's a girl. I saw a big girl on Instagram, right? And people pay her to shit, and she gets paid for her shits.
I mean, you know,
have you heard of this? I guess is this normal, dog?
That's called capitalism. That shit's been around since the 1800s, bro.
Because Tarno should be rich, dog. Like, yo, that guy's got big money shits, bro. 100%, dog.
So I told Tarno this because he's funny. He's funny as fuck with that shit, you know. So he will show me a picture and be like, check this out.
Oh my god, yes, he does.
And then I noticed this looking at the pictures. I'm like, this looks like delicious chocolate mousse. Like if you crop. So I was like, this looks delicious. So like if you crop this correctly and present it and you don't tell someone what it is, they might just buy it. So I was like, dude, set up an Instagram page, call it Tarno's Gelato or whatever, and just put up these and crop them carefully.
Oh, with good crops, dog.
And then just write a little write up on the flavors and shit,
bro.
And then who wouldn't just, you're gonna get some follows.
You can crop some sprinkles on it, dog, and they don't even know, bro. That'll be like the secret joke that they don't even know they're following turds. Like, oh, that one looks delicious, you know?
Exactly.
You put like on top of blueberry yogurt.
Because it's silky. There's just something about it. So I just don't know. He's just talented, you know? He's just talented about things.
He's got a knack for it, dog. He found his calling, you know? Imagine you talking to somebody like 5 years later, yo, man, I found my calling in life. And
if only Miami had good industry for that, you know? Just some agents in the crowd. Be like spots and be like, this guy shits.
It's a lot going on in Miami. There's a lot of good stuff. I think we got to move a little bit more toward the center of the world, the center of America. I'm sure they'll have a lot of good stuff.
Once it starts flooding, we're gonna be like, where the fuck are these assholes coming from?
Yeah, dog. How much longer we got until what was it called? The Miami underwater? You seen like
yeah.
Flooding? Is that what are you talking about?
That shit's slow. You know, like I think it's like 50 years from what I read. It's something over the next 50 years, parts are gonna start rising, and then the issue is that Miami's all limestone, so it doesn't matter if the shit happens at the beach. Then you're gonna get fucked up. Some guy has a fucking poorly made pool that he dug in himself.
Yes.
Then all the fucking marine sewage comes in. Now his kids have flippers and they're all fucked up. It could happen.
And dog, in Miami, imagine like, yo, there's gonna be all these like, I don't think too many people are following code in Miami when they're making those pools, dog. You know?
Yeah, of course not, bro.
Oh my.
What's a pool in Miami, bro? What's a pool? It's a hole.
Yeah, they just dig.
It's a whole little bit of little. Just put some tile around it.
You just see like imagine like you're digging for like you dig the pool and then you find like a big ass. Yo, you could just cut some.
No, you dig past a pool in Miami. You find a 5-person efficiency. You know, like they're renting out anything, bro.
And it's gonna be top dollar, dog. It's gonna be like $3,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
$2,200 a month.
Yeah,
for
dog.
Sewage to be spilling in, and you're just under some guy's pool. Yeah, I mean that's
And that's a deal. You know, he's like, yo, you get good parking. He's like, yo, I got parking in the front, bro.
I know, bro. Like, shit, I might rent this out. This is fucking nice, dude.
Yo, you can rent in the studio, dog. The studio is legit, but I'm getting a little hot, dog. You're with your long shirt. I don't know if you're gonna be regretting that fan, but
I'm gonna be sweating like fucking crazy.
You got the big ass light just on you, but we need the lighting, dog.
Yeah, of course. But I told you, dude, I care about the show. You know, I heard the fan. I said, fuck it, dude.
Hell yeah, dog. You want to get that Honey Badger hour bump. You know, there's a big bump from the Honey Badger. When you get it, you heard your life changes, dog.
Yeah, dude, you start getting booked.
My students,
I get set up on street beefs with a 19-foot tall Norwegian guy that can't speak English.
Yeah, you're gonna have like your fan base is gonna change a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm down, bro. That's what you need. You know, so much of it now at this level is like you just, you know, your fans are other comedians. I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'll go do street beefs. I don't care. I'll go fight fucking. I love their names.
Comedy street beefs, dog.
Comedy street beefs, dude.
I want to get Chris a fight, bro. I want to get Chris a match against David. I still think that would work.
David Martin.
Yes. David thinks he could fuck up Chris with no training if I train Chris for a month. But I don't know how, but I thought I just needed a month. All right, yeah.
Because Chris is blind.
Chris is blind.
You got to set this up.
Right? Oh, yeah. So Chris is blind. For you guys don't know, check out episode 44 of the Honey Badger Hour. My first guest in Miami.
He's fucking hilarious.
The hilarious Chris Cilio. He's blind. And now his friend, who's like about 125 pounds, 30, I don't know, he's like probably like 135 soaking wet, dog. He says that with no training, no matter what, he ain't going to lose to a blind guy.
I mean, has that happened before?
I don't know, but there is blind guys who train.
Well, I've seen disabled guys win. Some kid with no legs just won his first fight, and then Connor retweeted. You saw that shit,
bro? How you gonna beat a guy with no legs, dog? Is that fucked up?
It's MMA rules. The Connor said it's MMA rules because you can't kick him.
Exactly. Is he a grounded opponent? I heard them talking about that on the Joe Rogan, dog.
I don't know, dude. Does he have I've fallen and I can't get up energy? I don't know.
He's going to have gorilla strength on his arms, bro.
Yeah.
The type of... Imagine, you know how strong he's going to be if he doesn't have no legs and he just moves around on his hands all day?
Just dragging his balls on the earth.
This guy...
Whole fucking... Yeah, just a lot of resistance, bro. Guy gets in a cage with a dude twice his size.
But here's the thing, dog. You
kick him.
All right, here's the thing. You can't kick him in the head, dog.
Can't kick him in the head.
Is the disadvantage an advantage? Hear me out.
Okay.
All right, look. You can't kick him in the head because he's already grounded, right?
Right.
Now, you can't take him... How are you going to take him down? He's already down.
Yeah.
So that's where he wants to be. It's not like, yo... It's like, how am I going to fight a guy with no legs, dog? The fight's already started where I want to be there, you know?
DC's calling the fight. He says some stupid shit. He's like, why won't he take him to the floor? He's like, bitch, he's already on the floor.
And then if you take his guard, like... Yo, I don't know, bro. But the thing is, did you see the fight? I haven't seen the fight.
Well, you can't get like a... I saw a clip.
How did he win? Did he win or did he lose?
I think he points him. You know, I think he just got him on points because it's like...
So it was a decision.
I think so.
He must have took the guy
down.
Yeah,
they raised his little arm, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
his enormous arm, his leg arm. But Connor said that the best thing about it was, you know, okay, you can't kick him. You got to punch. You can't punch down. You got no leverage.
That's what I'm saying,
You got no
dog.
power. You got no power. So this guy, I feel like he's going to revolutionize the sport. It's just going to be a bunch of guys just laying down. It's going to be like half jiu-jitsu, half boxing. You know,
Yeah,
you're going to be
dog.
like sit striking and shit.
You can't low kick him, bro. You can't chop him. You can't chop his legs down like Muay Thai style. If you ask me, this guy's got all the ball in his court. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, he cracked the fucking code, bro. It's like a video game, dude. They find an exploit. They just speed run that shit.
He's like the super character that you can't beat, dog. He's like the villain that you can't get past at the end, dog. He's like, yo.
No touchbacks, bro. No touchbacks. You can't fuck me up.
And then you don't want to be the guy who fucks up the cripple guy. It's like a tough spot. It's a tough fight to get.
Yeah, that's true. You have to really be upset at this guy's success.
Yeah.
You know, he starts getting contracts
like,
and deals.
Fuck this no foot motherfucker taking all the jobs from people with feet.
Fuck, dude.
There's a few people. There's like I train with a guy with one arm. Not a one arm. He has like a nub, dog.
Okay.
He's got like a little bit past his elbow, but he did have like a little thing here that he can grab. And he submitted my boy with a heel hook. My friend fought him. He fought my friend in Miami in a local Miami show. Then he was staying in Miami, and then I trained with him because he was training all the gyms. You know.
You fucking heel hooked him.
He heel hooked my boy.
And then he put on his real hook.
No glove. He fought with one glove, and he made it all the way to WSOF, which is the league that
World Series of Fighting.
Yeah, that Justin Gaethje used to fight for, dog.
No fucking shit.
Yeah, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. This
with
is a new
nub, he was no joke.
Hasbulla changed the game. Let's just agree.
Dog, Hasbulla.
Hasbulla's not even a fighter, bro. He changed the game. Because now everyone's like, yeah, I want to see that shit in the ring.
Oh, my God. Yes. Yeah, dog.
You know?
Yo, my boy John Nutt, he has a show in Thailand called The Fight Circus.
John Nutt?
Yeah, that's his name.
That's a fucking porn star. All right, dude. He's in Thailand for a different reason.
Yo, he was an MMA promoter, right? And during the coronavirus, his fight show got shut down.
Okay.
And then like it was kind of rough times for everybody, right? So, but it was a pretty good show for like amateurs to get their it was a beginner level show, you know? So it was like the beginning showcases, you know what I'm saying? It's like open mics basically, but you get paid. And he had no options during coronavirus, so he just made he called it Fight Circus, where he's just like, yo, I'm gonna make shit show fights, like 2 versus 1. You know what I'm saying? He's just made it like a shit show. And he had that. He had a few that. He had like a couple like small midget guys fighting and stuff like this.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what you're dreaming up, right? The comedian series of fighting. First fight, title card, Chris Celio, David Martin, you know? Undercard.
Comedian series of fighting, dog.
Yeah. Undercard, you got Tarno versus a steak sandwich.
Tarno versus the salad, dog. Oh,
and you got me versus Bumble account.
Hey, you did, but listen, no, but you are a competitor, dog, because you did a marathon. What did you do? A triathlete? You did a triathlon with the boys?
Yes.
That's a great story.
Okay, dog, but listen, have you done one of those? You've done something like that.
I've done a duathlon, you know, with the bikes, but
okay, so we did the bike, the swimming, and the running, right?
Yeah.
But we didn't really swim that hard. We didn't really bike that hard. And we didn't really run that hard because we're fucking fat, drunk comedians, you know? Like we kind of just took it. It was a purely internal competition, you know?
But it wasn't in a group. But did you guys sign up for a race? Or?
No, we did it on our own, bro. We just scheduled this shit. Mateo put that shit together, bro. He was like, he sent us, we were like, what's the race? He goes, all right, go to this address. We're like, what the fuck? We started there. It was a pool. We did laps in the pool. We did like 40 laps in the pool.
40 laps, dog.
Something like that. It was like 40, 50 laps. Like
It's a lot, bro.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm a terrible swimmer. I'm Cuban, but I fucking embarrass. I embarrass the flag when I get in the water, bro. I really fucking.
It's in our DNA, luckily, dog. You know?
It is, man. But my I don't know. I got dense hips or something. My fucking shit just sags, so I swim like that.
That's good for jiu-jitsu, dog. It'd be hard to take down. You know
Oh yeah.
What I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. So you start seeing things as positive. Yeah.
See, you see, dog. I'm finding the good in the. All right. So who?
I fell way behind on the swim. I fell way behind.
Who's in it?
Mateo, Sebastian Rodriguez, Tarno, just like the overweight guys, you know, just like the guys that are bigger than they need to be.
So Sebastian was still.
Sebastian was a big dude. Tarno was a big
Were
dude.
you heavier because you were the? Are you?
I'm heavier.
The lightest one? Are you heavier now than before back then?
Yeah.
Okay,
I've been just steadily getting heavier, constantly over time.
But since then, no. Since then, you lost weight.
Then I probably weighed like I don't know 220. Now I'm like 240.
No way, dog.
I'm
But you're big, dog. How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
Look at that.
Yeah.
See, that's got good stage presence. Being 6'1", dog. I'm jealous, bro. These damn 6-footers, bro. I never cared. I just fight my weight class.
That's
now in comedy, I'm like, yo, when you're mad tall, bro, it just makes you more funny. I don't know.
They should do that. They should have the short comics first, then the middle comedy. Just do it by height. Just have it be like a class bout.
I'll be in the undercard forever, dog. Never get. All right, so you, Mateo, Sebastian, and Tarno.
And Tarno.
That's a good crew.
Yeah, it was a good little crew. But I fell way behind on the swim, and then we got on bikes, right? And the bike was like what was it? It was like a 10-mile bike ride, bro. We went from like Tamiami to Miami-Dade College, Kendall, and back, something like that.
Miami.
Tamiami
That's
Park.
not far, bro.
Like where the fair is? Yeah, it's like 10 miles, right?
Where the fair? To where? To
Kendall campus.
Bro. What route did you? I wonder how you
just like through the neighborhood, you know.
Because you don't take
Yeah, I got on the fucking turnpike. Yeah, I got on the turnpike. Yeah, for sure. On the fucking turnpike, got cut off by an Altima.
You would have won that shit for sure. That you wonder if you would have worked.
I got pulled over. The cop was like, "Is this shit registered?" I was like, "Fucking, is there weed in the bike? Let me check the handles, bro. What the fuck?"
Yeah. Yo.
I heard a body.
Oh my gosh, that's a long. Still, it's a trek, bro.
Yeah, it was a trek, but I beat them all there. That's where I really won the race because I had a better bike.
Oh, I was gonna say, what kind of bikes did you use, dog?
Dog, they were. I think Mateo found a city bike. I don't even know how this happened. So
They're pretty good. They're pretty good. I used one the other day for the first time.
Yeah,
not bad.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, it's a good thing to buy some. You know, go buy some fucking drugs in and throw into the ocean.
For sure, dog.
Yeah.
And it comes with a basket, you know.
I had a bike. That was like the only time I used the fucking thing too.
So you had a bike, dog. So that was
I had a nice, like, fast, skinny bike, and then I got past them. You know, I put in the work, but I had an easier time than they did. At some point I'm going up, Mateo's still going down. He looks at me and he just goes, "Fuck you." Like with the wide legs, you know how like a walrus, like a fucking trained bear would pedal a bike. That's how he had to do it because the bike was so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh my god. You can't even sit on it and shit.
You can't even sit on the shit. Yeah, it was just hilarious. And then I finished that, and then we got the 5K run. It was a sprint triathlon, not the full.
That's good. That's a good way to start.
It was like a sprint triathlon. You go fast. And then we just did that shit up and down the fair. And then at the end, we celebrated with beer and fucking donuts. I think.
That's great. I think we got to do it again for 2023. We should do one. Yeah. That's a good version of like Sober October.
We were gonna, right? But then what happens is. You have this. It's just like everything else. You have this little great idea, which just was your friends. It gets popular, and then like the people that want to do it, it's not the vibe anymore. So we did it, and then we started talking about it, and people were like, "Oh my god, I want to do that too. I want to do that too." And these are all motherfuckers with 6-packs that run every day. And I was like, "Okay, it's not that kind of race. We're just trying to humiliate Tarno. All right, let's fucking." Keeps coming up. I love the man to death. Tarno, I love you, baby. You're my favorite.
It's all love, baby.
But everyone else is like, "Oh yeah, I run a fucking half marathon every other day. I'm trying to really work on my figure."
It's not for you, bro.
Shut up, bitch. Go do that then. You know. I don't want to see you happy, having a great time winning. I want to see pain. You know, this is about like doing something you're not comfortable doing. That was the whole point. And Mateo really was like, he was the one that started it because he was like, "I want people to train for this." You know, he put the whole thing together probably 6 months before we actually did it. And then 2 days before the thing, he was like, "Who's been training?" Nobody. You know, we're doing whatever we normally do. And then we all got together and did it. But it's like, it's fun to do that. I do want to do another one again. But we have to set some clear rules, bro. Or at least put a handicap on people, you know?
If you got, dog. If you got some weight discrepancies,
If your BMI, we do it by BMI, bro. If your BMI,
that makes
real
sense,
simple,
dog.
real simple. If your BMI is low or you're not technically obese like every other human being on the fucking planet, then you got to do the whole thing in a fucking, I don't know, in like one of those T-Rex suits or some shit.
T-Rex suits. With maybe like a vest or something, dog. You know what I'm saying?
A weight vest, you got to bring your baby. I don't know. You got to do something.
Yeah, push a car. Yeah, maybe you could. Yeah, dog. You got a 6-pack. You got to bring your baby and do it the whole time. You got to swim with your baby on top. Yeah. You got to take care of you and your baby. Make sure you guys don't drown.
Every 10 pounds you are under obese is a stamp of acid you have to do. Just anything, Just make it interesting.
Dog, that would be a good one.
Because it needs to be handicapped.
Give somebody you gotta be 3 grams of mushrooms. Are you giving like the get the chocolate bars and mushrooms? You're like, all right, you get the half one, boom, boom.
Oh yeah, like you set up the little water stations on the route, and just people are just flicking that shit into your mouth. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, why not? I'll do that again.
I did a marathon a long time ago, dog.
I bet.
And I fucked.
I bet you fucking insanely ripped guy.
Yo. Yeah, but I fucked up my knee doing that shit.
26
dog.
miles?
Yeah, 26.2. I found out you get a sticker, dog, and I wanted to do it because
I'm an idiot, bro. I only realized that shit like 3 months ago. The 13.1 sticker and the 26.2. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's like some jazz station on AM.
No, you got to do the race to get the sticker.
Yes, dog. It's like a stupid ass little sticker. So I just fucking printed one myself. I put it on my car. I'm fine. Shit. Fuck these people.
They're like, yo, the girl's like, oh, you run too? And you're like, oh, yeah.
For sure.
They're like, what was your time? Dog, you just
a lot, but
I finished,
Yeah, I finished. I get through it.
Yo, the Miami Marathon is dope because you run through the whole city, dog.
That's kind of cool. They
square
square off the whole thing, right?
It's good.
You just get to see gentrification very slowly.
Oh, yeah, dog. You're like, yo, you start running and shit.
Starting a little Haiti, you're like, not yet, but okay.
And then you start seeing like the hipsters, you know what I mean? And like,
sick.
But this might have been before. I don't know how Little Haiti looked back then. It might have still been a little bit, because now it looks nice, right? Like they've done a lot of change. Yeah, it's like hit or miss, right? Like you go under a bridge, you're like, yo, where the fuck am I?
Because it's getting gentrified.
Yeah,
that's like what it is. That's gentrification. It's like as you're driving through, you're like, ooh.
Yeah, like, dog, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
My boy used to live around there when it first, like the first building he bought, the first time they had like a big building around there, and he told me he lived in the hood, and he just, when he would go home at night, sometimes he'd be a little bit scared, and he would just act like a crazy person, just start talking to himself across the street, until he got to his hotel.
Just to fit in.
Just so nobody like looks at him or thinks anything,
Dude, that's how I feel for our boys that are moving from here to fucking New York or Austin or this shit. It's like, you got to deal with that now, bro. Because in Miami, they they're around, but...
Have you been to New York? Have you traveled for comedy yet?
I have. But like not as much as I want to, bro. I got to get out more. I'm just tied down in my fucking life and shit, But I've been to New York, did a week there. Crazy. I was like real fresh in a comedy. I was probably like 2 years in.
Oh, snap. Yeah.
It was sick. It was sick. I was there for a week. I did probably like 30 spots. Fucking insane.
Yeah. Oh, so you went there just to grind and do mad comedy?
Yeah, I went by myself. I went by myself. My mom was like, what the fuck's wrong? I was like, don't worry about it. And she didn't know I was doing comedy yet. I was like, I'm going out. I want to try pizza. I was like, fucking, I want to see the statue. And then, yeah, dude, I got a fucking Airbnb in Astoria on some fucking guy. It was pretty rough.
Was it like gentrified? Was it where's Astoria?
New York? Astoria is like right next to Manhattan. It's in Queens. It's like North Queens.
So you were in the more closer.
I was close.
Brooklyn's a little farther?
Brooklyn's further south, yeah. I went to Brooklyn, but Brooklyn's further south.
Did you do comedy in Brooklyn and everywhere?
I did Brooklyn. I did open mics. I did open mics in Brooklyn, Queens, and the island.
Long Island?
No, Manhattan.
Manhattan's a separate island.
Yeah.
So you were like fresh into comedy, dog.
I was pretty new. Yeah, I had been doing it like 2 years, but 2 years here, which is like maybe 6 months of sets in New York. Or
How crazy. Did you do mad sets? Did you do like New York style sets when you were
everything's 3 minutes. Everything's 3 minutes. There's rooms where you're looking like at the end of the day, you can just go to your own room and just hang out the whole night, and there'll be 3 open mics in that room while you're there. And so you just do one, go drink, maybe walk around, get a pizza, come back, do it again. Creek. That was the Creek in the Cave.
Creek in the Cave?
Yeah.
That's in New York.
It was. They shut down. Now it's in Austin.
I thought I heard that name on Kill Tony all the time.
Well, they mention it because it's still a big club.
Yeah, it's a huge club. Mm-hmm. I was just hearing people say they do.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I did that, but that's like where Legion of Skanks originally recording all those guys and stuff.
Yeah.
And so that place was always super open to open mic and stuff. So I did that a few times. I did some like, there was like there was not bringer shows, but there's like paid shows, like paid mics, which we don't have here.
Paid mics.
We don't really have like you show up, give them $5 and they'll give you 5 minutes.
Oh, paid mics. Yeah,
you know?
that's a good little hustle bustle, dog.
I mean, I guess, but everyone in that room is fucking depressed. It just seems like a methadone clinic for comedy that for like fail. You know, it's just not fun.
I know.
You walk in, you're like, oof, this is rough. You know.
Check it out.
So those are not great, but I saw a bunch of other cool shows, and I watched. I was like a tourist too, you know. I was like enjoying my life. I was like, ooh, you know.
That's good. I want to do this trip, bro. If you ever want to go to New York, let me know, dog. We can share it. We can share Airbnb. You know what I'm saying?
We'll do the marathon.
Yes, dog. I'm super down. Yeah, no, New York Marathon. You do sets, I'll do the New York Marathon, dog. You just give me water and shit. Put some acid in there. Hook me up.
Yeah.
You do the marathon, I'll do the comedy, dog. We'll swap it out.
No, fuck you. I'm not doing that shit at all. I'm gonna go get a chopped cheese and I'm gonna fucking go
I can train you I can get you ready for we do half marathon, you know?
Half marathon.
You can get.
That's a good point to start. That's a good place to start running, right? Is 13 miles straight. Yeah, great, awesome.
We'll start with the full. We'll do a half. You know? Nah, we got to do like a 5K, dog, like a turkey trot run.
Yeah.
You know?
So I had a good little streak last year where I was going with my friend who likes running, and I was doing 5Ks with him, and I was able to do like my best ever, the most fucking in tune with my body that I've ever felt was when I did a 5K I didn't stop running. I got through the whole thing, which you know.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
It's to you. It probably sounds like I'm describing the first time I jerked off or something like something, just the easiest thing ever. But I mean, it was a big moment for me because my stamina's not there.
Run, walk.
Yeah. My engine wasn't there and shit. You know, so that was the first time I did that. And I was like, man, I'm a fucking Chad. You know.
Hell yeah.
Now I can rest easy.
That's
I did it. Like, then I went to McDonald's.
My running career is done.
I hung up the number 10. I fucking said, look, I'm the GOAT. It's fine. I did it for my country. I didn't stop running.
Yeah, like, yo, you're on a date with some shit. Like, yeah, I used to run, but
bro,
I did my 5K. I did my 5K.
Yeah. I just have a black and white photo of me at the triathlon.
Hung it in.
The least fat of the fat comics.
And you know, on the medal ceremony is like Mateo, and then like, where's third place? He's like, he didn't make it. He didn't finish.
It was pretty great. Everyone just.
Did Sebastian finish it?
Yeah, I mean everybody finished.
All right,
but it's just at what time you finish, because once you finish, we were at like a bench there where we started, and we're eating snacks and we're talking shit, and then we're like, where's
and the route is like your GPS, like, yo, run to the stop sign, come around, and I'll be 2 times, you know?
The route was literally like, go from here to here, do a lap around the fountain, come back, you know? It was like real simple. So, yeah, that was, I want to do that again. But yeah, I just think we need to make sure everyone's on point with what they want to do, you know? Yeah,
listen, we can get, bro, but you might have to get out of the big league, dog, because you're not looking pretty lean compared to the others. So right now, you might be in the second category up, dog. You're talking all that shit like, yo, you're gonna be in my category, like Tarno.
I'm not in your fucking category, all right? This isn't Pride or whatever mixed weight class shit where they put fucking literally Godzilla, like the freak of nature of Japan, versus a fucking wood elf with a blade under his tongue.
Dog, in Japan, they love that shit.
Of course.
Did you used to watch Pride? Because you love MMA, right, dog? That's what
I do. I did fall in love with MMA. I fell in love with it in the past 2 years with my friend, because my boy is super into it. You met him.
That's the one that Lucas. I train with, right?
Yeah,
B-Rai, you were saying,
yeah,
right?
B-Rai, my friend Lucas. So they both love that shit, and they're just they're constantly talking about it. So then I just started getting more interested. And then, bro, a few YouTube wormholes later, I learned a little bit.
Last 2 years.
Yeah.
But when you started watching MMA, you got into the YouTube wormhole.
I learned who Fedor was, you know?
Yes,
dog.
My God.
I learned Crow Cop.
Keep talking, bro.
I learned these guys, and it just like, it made me like go like, what the fuck is this power? And then when I saw Fedor fight that 500-pound, man, what's his name? Hongo Jin or something, like just a huge.
Oh, he did, yeah, the big Japanese guy, Chinese guy. Yeah, Hong.
Fedor's got him in an armbar, and the guy's trying to wag him off while he's doing an armbar because he's that big.
People gotta watch Pride, bro. Some of the greatest fights ever were in Pride.
I know, dude.
That's crazy.
It's cool because it's a slight, subtle rule change. It's like our legless friend over here that's a champion.
Oh, he would have gotten dead.
In Pride, dude?
He would have been deaded, dog.
When did Pride ban guns? I'm pretty sure Pride had. I'm pretty sure Pride was like,
if you can
all right,
get a gun into Japan, you can use it, dog. You got 2 bullets.
The lazy ass cut man's like feeling you up. He's like, he's good. It's like an airport in Detroit. Like no one cares.
For sure, this lazy ass cut one, bro. I had a friend. He fought one time. He forgot his cup, and he just put a piece of cardboard in his balls and just went, "You have a cup?" And he just pretended like he went. Pop, pop, pop.
Why would he do that?
Because he didn't have it. He forgot it.
Oh,
'Cause sometimes
shit.
you do forget, you know?
They don't got loaner cups?
No, that you can. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying?
The guy has to spray it like a bowling shoe.
Bro, my boy that fought... All right, I told you my boy that made his own promotion, the Fight Circus?
Yes.
He's also known for being so crazy, he fought in his own promotion. Yo, he had a fighter not show up one time. A fighter didn't show up on the fight day. And he was announcing and bringing people in and doing the commentating. And then in the middle of the fucking commentating, he ran backstage and started gloving up to fight the guy that his opponent didn't show up because the guy needed a fight.
He took the fight on 10-second notice.
He took the fight, dog. And he's like, I need a cup. Does anybody have a cup? And I was like, yo, you can use mine. Because that was the main event. I was the last fight of the night, dog.
So you had time to disinfect.
Yeah, so I had time. He goes out. He gets knocked out like in 3 minutes. But he goes balls to the wall. Like fighting with everything he got.
Swinging, like not even girl swinging.
Crazy.
I wish Dana did that. I wish Dana White fucking got in the ring with a couple people.
Bro, Dana White's in trouble, dog.
I know. What happened?
I didn't watch the video, but
what happened? Was it a decision or was it TKO?
Bro, I think he TKO'd his wife in Mexico, so it's like it's not a sanctioned fight.
Hey, one in Rome.
Exactly, dog. It was a non-sanctioned.
It was not sanctioned.
You know, in Mexico, dog, in Cancun, they do those circus fights.
They were probably just trying to scrounge
donkey shows, man versus woman.
They were trying to get some money together for the fucking gas tank for home.
It's a bad week for MMA, bro. And before you pulled up right now, my boy messaged me, Phil Baroni, another ex-UFC fighter, killed his wife.
Oh, no.
Dog.
Oh, we're in the CTE era now, yeah.
It's exactly what I was going to say, because I know some people, dog, that are like nuts. And I'm like, just from my personal experience, not knowing too many, but I'm like, this guy's crazy, you know? And they've been fighting at the highest level. And all these guys now have been fighting for dog, MMA is a fresh sport, right? So it's like 20...
Oh, yeah, it's like an untested science.
Yes,
they don't know what's going to be happening to these guys later.
What are these maniacs? Like, dog, the first level of UFC fighters, bro, Stephan Bonner just died. We don't know what happened, dog.
Mysterious.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you're right, dog. The CT era is going to be scary. Because MMA fighters, the first MMA fighters were wild dudes, bro. Remember, this is a sport that, like, now the athletes are getting into it. But back then, just the crazy people got into it, dog.
Next thing you know, like in 10, 20 years, bro, you're going to be on a cruise ship. You're going to go to the shuffleboard courts. There's a fucking brawl. Some old guy
doing a triangle on
just
somebody,
throwing
dog.
people overboard, just going, fuck you, I want my bonus check. Fuck you, Dana, why'd you shut off the stream?
Dog, I want to... Yes,
it can happen, bro. It can happen. It's scary. It's scary.
Yeah, dog. I saw a video of Brazil, like, two homeless guys fighting, and they knew straight jiu-jitsu, bro. Like, they were fighting on the street, and they were, like, doing
Gracie
overhooks.
shit?
Yeah, bro. Like, trapping the wrist. It was crazy, dog.
That is interesting to know, like, you know, what neighborhood am I in and what level of just hand-to-hand are these guys at?
Bro, 100%, dog. Because in Brazil, like, everybody probably, like, it's in their DNA.
Yeah, that's how you order food and shit. You gotta tap the guy first.
Yeah.
You know?
The girl knows, like, a triangle and a guillotine choke, bro.
I wonder what the softest hood in Miami is. Like, who has the weakest hands? Probably Coral Gables.
Oh.
That's dentists. That's lawyers. They work out, but they don't.
Yeah, dog. It's got to be Palmetto, like... Palmetto Bay? No, because...
They're rich.
But they got...
Pinecrest Steve vibe.
Here's the thing, bro. Yo, jiu-jitsu was a rich man sport, dog. In Vale Todo, like... So you got to remember, the Gracies, it was like a high-class sport.
Right.
It's expensive, bro, to train for the... To pay for all that shit. So for a long time, it was like... And then they had the Vale Todo... That's how MMA kind of came about in Brazil.
There's like 30...
The Gracie guys, right? The Gracie family is like a pretty strong lineage, dog. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu with the gi, but it's expensive to buy a gi and shit and to get the
It's
stripes.
like fucking 5 months pay over there.
Ah, yeah, dog. Imagine,
just to get a bathrobe.
But then they had the Vale Todo. Then they had the guys fighting in the underwears, like Anderson Silva style, dog.
Shit.
And then they would fight on the beach, and that's how the mix of MMA kind of started, you know? So they have like the Vale Todo guys who didn't have money. Those are the no-gi guys. Like
That's what I'm saying.
Guys,
you know?
the Muay Thai guys.
The poorer, simpler the hood you're in, the harder they're going to be.
Yeah,
hand in hand.
100%.
But then you go on Live Leak and there's just two guys fighting in the hood and they're setting up, they're posting up, and they got no form, bro.
Oh my god, yeah, dog. They do where they gotta pick up their shorts. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh.
And you're like, all right, well, you know, they don't need to fight with their hands, let's say.
Yeah, dog. Yo, so Thailand slums will be rough. They're gonna have some scrappers there, bro.
Dude, Thailand hand is where they put the tape on their arms in reverse and then they dip it into broken glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking movie.
I've been to a few fight shows where I get the fucking reminiscence. I'm like, yo, is this a scene from Rambo right now?
Yeah, they're about to fucking...
Dog, they fight with the rope sometimes. They do the rope fighting. It's called Karchuk. Have you never seen that one?
They make gloves out of rope?
Yeah, dog. They wrap their hands and they wear like a crazy rope thing. And it's like this big, it's crazy.
And then you ask them, like, why do you do that? And they're like, oh, it's how farmers used to establish borders.
Yeah.
Just fucking beat the shit out of each other in the fields.
Yo, only country to never be colonized.
Thailand.
Yeah,
really.
One of the If you notice, I've noticed this when I was traveling. Because I live in Singapore, Malaysia, everywhere you go, like Japan. Most countries have some type of Western influence. Yo, Thai people, they only eat Thai food and they only listen to Thai music, dog. They
only
Thai.
fuck Thai women and
They're
Thai lady boys and whatever they need.
They're very Thai, dog. Oh, but you know how you have foreigners that go to Thailand and bang Thai chicks?
Yeah.
You got...
No, yeah, I know.
You got foreigner chicks. Like, you know, like, they got, like, sex tourism and shit like
they got
that.
a rewards
like,
program, whatever the fuck. Whatever Andrew Tate got good at.
Yo, yeah. Oh, my God. My dog is in jail right now, bro. Pobrecito. Let's see, bro. Hey,
Those
but...
Romanians, bro.
He fucked up turning Muslim, dog. This is what
Did he
happened.
turn Muslim?
Yeah, bro. He was talking all this shit about Romania. He's like, I like Romania because I can fucking do whatever I want. And then he turned Muslim and they're like, all right, bitch, I think, you know.
It's like, do your shit, but then you fucking...
Bro,
go muzzy.
Yeah,
it's not gonna work out.
Andrew Tate, that shit's been quiet. Internet's been quiet for like 4 days, bro. People are so happy right now.
So
like,
Thai people don't even do those people. It was what you were gonna say. Like Thai people.
Yeah. So you got foreign guys that go to Asia, right? They try to hook up with Asian chicks.
Sure.
But then you have foreign chicks who like Thai guys. And you see the Thai trainers hooking up with all these hot foreign chicks.
Like, 'cause they all look like fucking Jet Li. They're all
it's just like vice versa, dog. So then the girls, like, everybody likes something different, dog. You know, I think it's just human nature, bro. We want something different, dog,
I suspect that's not the case. I suspect it's jealous girlfriends. Their boyfriend comes back from his trip from Thailand. He's like, what'd you do, honey? Oh, nothing. I just hung out. Yeah, it's kind of weird that you went by yourself. Yeah, no, don't worry about it, babe. I just went, look, here's some photos of the mountains. She's like, fuck these guys. I'm going to go get back at them. Let me look up Thai dick.
She's fucking...
Thai dick by the pound or whatever the fuck, whatever the website is.
Oh, my God. Bro, I know it happens a lot of... Yeah, dog. Dudes get lost in the sauce out there. They get a nice girl out there, and then she'll run them dry, bro. Like, run the bank account. Yeah, I know girls, they'll be living out there, and they're smart, bro. They'll have like 4 foreign boyfriends, and they're all sending cash throughout the month, you know?
Yeah, it's like OG OnlyFans. Like, they started that shit.
Bro, their originator, yeah, dog. People can take notes from them. They got a whole operation out there, you know?
That's crazy.
And
you ever get tempted?
Oh, bro. Are you kidding me, dog? Oh, my God. I'm going to edit this part out.
You need another one?
Another beer, please.
I mean, you're in the lion's den, bro. You step in, and that's like half of their economy or whatever, you know? Like, you know, that's what I read.
Dog. It's it's they have the red light district, and that place is like it's like Vegas on steroids.
Yeah,
dog.
it's got the American flag.
They have like ping pong show.
Welcome foreigner, welcome white man.
Oh my God,
right here for pussy.
No, dog. You get in the taxi, and the taxi's like, oh, you want girl, you want lady, and the taxi like you be a fucked up, and then the guy will take you to like
to his fucking mom's house. She runs a business,
and that's how they get paid, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like
man.
a lot of times, like he'll get a cut. Like if you're a taxi driver, sometimes you get a taxi driver. You get a taxi driver taxi, and he'll give you a menu, dog, of like 5 different massage spots. You're like, yo, just take me to you want to go to the bar or something? He's like, oh, you want lady? You want sucky funky? And they start telling you, oh yeah, look.
And you're like, actually no, I flew Spirit. My back really hurts. I need help. You know.
Oh, that's another one too, dog. Yeah, it's so hard to find a real massage, bro.
None of them are real.
Because
happy beginning, happy middle.
Dog,
happy
you
end.
want to? It's so hard. Listen, bro. All right, on Tiger Road, where all the gyms are. So Thailand, it's you have this one spot, Tiger Muay Thai. All the gyms are on one road. It's like a little.
Okay, it's like a district.
Yeah, it's like a little district, dog. But here's the catch, and nobody knows: the gyms are far as fuck from the party scene and from the beaches.
Because you got no discipline.
Dog, it's like 25 minutes away, and then we call it Patong, which is like the Las Vegas. We call it going over the hill because you got to go over this big mountain up the hill, you know. So it's like an adventure.
Then you're trapped.
And then you're trapped, dog. It's like It's a mad expensive, yeah. Like
in an ocean of which hole? I don't care,
bro. An ocean of it never ends, and like there's no, it doesn't close. Like you can buy liquor at any time. Like usually in Thailand, the liquor store is shut.
no fucking way.
This is how crazy we are being from Miami, bro. I never knew that liquor stores around the world and everywhere else in the country shut at a certain time. Did you know that?
Yeah.
In Miami, growing up, I didn't know everywhere in the world you can just go to a gas station and buy fucking a 6-pack at 3 in the morning.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Here you can.
Right?
Here you can. You can go to a 7-Eleven and get White Claws at any time if you're into that. Dude, I just got back from a trip from Colorado. I was with some friends, and they got real culture shock because everything shuts down there at like 7 p.m. Like once the sun's down, if you're driving, you're gonna die. So they're like, dude, you're not drinking. So everything shut down, and they were just waking up late, going around. They're like, what? How do I get my drinks now? And we were just like, you gotta live how they live.
You went to Colorado?
Yeah.
You've been there. You've been going recently.
I've been once. I've been once before. This is the second time I went. It was like a little hiking trip. You know.
Yo, another trip I'm down to take. My sister just moved to Colorado, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's sick.
In Denver area. It's nice over there. You did the hiking and shit. Oh yeah, you came back mad lean, bro. You lost mad weight. Dog.
Oh, you think that's what it was?
Yeah, for sure. It was the oxygen.
I thought it was the Thai. I thought it was that Thai girl I met.
So fuck yeah. Yo, did you do comedy in Colorado?
No, I really wanted to. But the thing is, like, we landed in Denver. The first thing they do is they go to the dispensaries.
Yeah.
And then we gotta leave Denver. We gotta go up into the mountains. So I was staying up there. You know, I was in a town called Fairplay, which is where South Park was based, and I was also in Estes Park, which is like a nice little touristy. But that shit's all 8,000 feet above, 10,000 feet above.
Can't breathe, right?
Dude,
It was hard as fuck. How long were you there for?
I was there for a week both times. The first time I was there for like 10 days. So I got like pretty acclimated, and it was lower elevation, but this one, bro, we just went straight. We're idiots. We went from Miami straight to the top, and then we're just like, fuck, you like migraine, your head hurts, everyone else is fine. I was literally walking around stores going like, "Hey, do you have pills for altitude sickness?" and some lady goes, "Oh, honey, that's not real." And I was like, "Well, what do you do?" And she's like, "Well, you can avoid alcohol." I said, "Yeah, shut the fuck up."
Like, next.
What else can I do? It's like, "Don't smoke." I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then she goes, "Or you could do this." And she points me to like a fucking aisle, and I had never seen this before, being from Miami. They just had an aisle of canned air. You could just buy a can of air of pure oxygen to get and you just and it was like it's flavored, bro. I couldn't find original. I had to buy the strawberry. I had strawberry air, bro. Vaping, fucking inhaling shit, just trying to get back to life.
Dog, in 15 years you're gonna realize that shit gives you cancer.
I know, right?
God, fucking back to capitalism.
How'd you get sick? Oh, air. I bought
air that they sold me. It got me fucking sick and killed me, dog. It's crazy, right?
I got addicted to the air.
This is the world we live in, dog. It's like they sell it to us and then it's bad for you, but all you're doing is your job. Like you don't even know it's.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They don't even know it's addicting until they find out. Then when they find out, they're like, "Yeah, let's keep selling this."
They're like, "Yeah,
this is sick.
Gotta up the price on this.
Let's keep going. This is good, dude. Let's come up with a rewards program, like Marlboro Miles or some shit, you know."
Yeah, the first air that tastes normal, they're like, all right, regular price. And they're like, yo, if we put strawberry on it, we can put $5, we can charge them $10 more, yo.
No, and then some people they want that unfiltered Bangkok, you know, they want that Beijing smog.
Dog,
you know?
that is real, bro.
Yeah.
The smog is real. All right. In Phuket, they don't have it. In Bangkok, I moved in Bangkok. I was living in Bangkok, and the air quality. The last year I was living there, it was crazy. Dog.
Fucks you up.
They were telling you not to go outside and shit. And I used to smoke weed, bro. So I used to always have my windows open, smoking on my balcony. That
is the most insane thing you've ever told me.
Dog.
All these fights you've been in, all this other shit. You're smoking weed in Southeast Asia. They cut your dick off, dude.
Bro,
it's like. You're like a Muslim woman reading right now. Like, it's fucking not cool, dude.
I've smoked in craziest places. All right, I know, dog. You know what's funny? Now that I'm back in America, I don't have no respect for the law. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, what are they gonna do? Put me in jail?
He's smoking
in my own country? I was like, I got paperwork. I don't give a fuck. They ain't gonna deport me. The fact that I can't get deported, I'm like so freely
the amount of fear that you were under.
Yes, dog. I was like, yo, I committed a crime over there. You don't even know, bro. I was like, I'm gonna have to buy my way out. Again, in Thailand, if you get in trouble, it pay to play. It's like fucking. It's like Romania. Like what's the name?
Fair enough.
It's pay to play, dog. Like if you get popped, you can go to jail. Which is funny. All right. Usually when you get popped, all right. You know what's crazy? Marijuana is legal in Thailand now. It's like 6 months ago. As soon as I left, they make that shit legal and they got dispensaries everywhere. They're rolling
Like
joints.
fucking the scary guy left.
They're like,
guys. we can chill. This guy.
This fucking degenerate left. Let's go.
We didn't want people smoking weed, getting a little reckless, getting a little verbally loose around this guy.
And as soon as I leave, I saw they were trying to legalize it and shit. But yeah, dog, if you got pop a weed before, you gotta pay like, it depends on the cop and the person, you know. So like the rookies, they'll get hit for like $2K. Because the cop is gonna, alright, so the cop, alright, yo, in Thailand, the cops are the biggest gangsters, yo.
I bet.
It's crazy. Like, yo, they've been, before the coronavirus and during the young group, they want like democracy there. Because it's a kingdom. It's the only kingdom left. It's a monarchy, right?
Oh, you have a king?
In Thailand, they have a king, which is crazy. And like, when the king died when I was there, the last real king, King Rama, I think King Rama the Ninth or something. The Thai people, they looked at the king like their father, though. It's crazy. There was mourning for 90 days. They didn't sell alcohol for 30 days in the stores when the king died, bro. The people were but the old school, but now Thailand's having a revolution.
Yeah, and there's young kids like, who cares about this guy?
Exactly. Yeah. The old school loves the king because like they look at it like their father, and like the old school traditional people, like and then the young crowd is like kind of like rebelling against because the new king is crazy, bro. The new king threw like $1 million baht party for his cat. $1 million baht.
For his cat? Okay,
he's $1 million baht. It's not that much USD. Whatever. It's like, but it's like, yo,
he's on some cat. Yeah, he's on some Kim Jong Il shit. Yeah.
Yes, and during coronavirus, he was in Germany the whole time in a freaking suite with a bunch of like
not
girls,
even in his own country,
not even his own wife. So the young crowd, started demonstrating and like protesting in Thailand, in Bangkok. They were shutting down the streets. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then they made lockdowns. And then like a third wave of Thailand happened, like a third wave of coronavirus, and it was just how happened when all the students were protesting. But it was the coolest protest you ever seen, dog, because the people couldn't stop it, and there was like it was like a Thai style protest, bro. They were all like sitting Indian style, like praying and like Buddhist,
peaceful.
Yeah, Buddhist peaceful, dog. And they had like this thing that when they try to spray them with water, they go like this, and then all the people put their helmets and
their shields
and their shields to block the water. And it was crazy, like. And it's young school kids, bro, like in their school uniforms, which was pretty trippy.
Yeah, America could never do that, bro.
It's tough, dog. It's tough. But they want to... Yeah, dog. we turn up, bro.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
It was very inspiring to see, but it didn't do anything, dog, you know?
Of course. You've got to, unfortunately, if you really want to change some shit, you've got to break stuff.
That's the thing, dog.
You got to break shit, and you know, Buddhists aren't...
Yeah, that's the thing, dog. They did shut down Bangkok. That's not in the manual. They shut down Bangkok for a while.
That's fucked up.
But the new king, yeah, is whatever. Like, the people don't like him. But the old king, they used to love.
So this new king is okay with weed, though?
But they've been passing, yeah.
Try to win him back.
I don't know. Yeah, I wonder who's doing that. But they did start legalizing it, and so we were talking about if you get pulled over, dog, you have to pay, like, they'll try to get you for, like, they'll be like 100,000 baht, which is like $3,000 USD.
Jesus.
Bro, but if you're a tourist and you don't know anything and you're on Thailand, you might have that, you know, like, because not every, all right, I was living a different level. Like, I was in Thailand, but I was a broke fighter, which is like, there's two types of people in Thailand, foreigners, you know, you have the fighter foreigners, which are like broke, like, we're like comedians, we're like open micers.
Yeah, you just slum.
Nobody wants to fuck with you, dog. You know, a broke fighter in Thailand is like an open micer, dog. You're just fucking trying to get what you can, you know?
Yeah.
But, if you get caught like that, then you're screwed. But those guys usually know, you know, like they'll take anything though. So they'll try to start like at a $3,000, but you'd be like, nah, I don't have it, you know. And they'll be like, all right, what do you got?
2,000.
Yeah. And they go down. But like, yo, my coach got arrested once. He had to pay like $2,500 USD.
That's fucked up.
But then my other boy, who's been living there a long time, my buddy who's Jewish, and he's funny. He's like, yo, you get in trouble, call a Jew. His friend got arrested. His friend got caught buying weed. Because sometimes if you buy weed, yo, they'll sell you weed. It's Thailand. You go to, they have reggae bars. Well, they have like a Bob Marley sign and a weed sign on there.
Yeah.
You go in there and you're like, yo, you got weed? Yeah. They sell you weed and then they call the cops. And then when you drive like 10 feet.
It's a honeypot, dude.
And then the cop pulls you over, dog.
That's fucked up.
Yes.
The same guy. And the cop is the fucking bartender that you just talked to.
Dog.
When you just got a drink from.
If anybody ever travels to Thailand, don't do no, bro. And don't do no jet skis. They have a jet ski hustle there.
Nah.
Where if you rent a jet ski, somebody will crash into you.
So they've been coming to Miami to learn these lessons.
Yeah, you rent a jet ski and they're gonna give you a jet ski that like, and they know like in 5 minutes into the ride a piece is gonna fall off. When you come back, they're gonna be like, yo, what is wrong with the piece? And then they call the cop, and then the cop is the good guy, bad guy, and then the cop's like, all right, listen, they want they want 3,000. Just give them 1,000 and everybody's happy. So
they make you feel like you're getting away with you.
Yeah, dog.
They make you feel like you're getting helped.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, but you got to really research some shit, or maybe not. Maybe you're just supposed to just go and deal with it and learn that way. You know, I guess that's what you did, right?
Yeah, dog. And
you just moved to Thailand. You were like, fuck it, I'm going to Thailand.
I got lucky that I had some friend. My boy was living there. I got lucky, dog, cause
no Duolingo, no nothing.
Nah, but the first gym that I signed up to, Freestyle Fighting Academy (FFA). When I went there, all the coaches were training in Thailand, and they were releasing YouTube videos. And this is like when YouTube first came out. And the only reason why I got a Facebook is so I can watch their Facebook videos. They're releasing videos on Facebook, dog.
Okay.
And then, so my first like 4 years of my first month of training MMA, I'm like, damn, I want to get good enough to go to Thailand. And I was watching all those videos, and they kind of planted the seed in my head, you know. But then when I went, I had a friend who was my first coach. He was already living over there fighting Muay Thai and shit. So I got kind of lucky where I had like a little in, you know?
An in already. You got to meet everybody.
Yeah, he was able to like put me down with the right people. But bro, dog, so many mistakes. Oh my God. That's the best way to learn, right? You got like...
Yeah, you just get lost in a place.
Data, dog. Yeah. For sure, dog. You go there, and then, bro, food poisoning. Like, you got to find out all the restaurants that you can and can't go to. You know what I'm saying?
The ones that you are adapted to. The ones that you can't eat at?
Yeah, dog. Because bro, my ass, I have a weak stomach, bro. So my ass was on fire, bro. Like my first 5 weeks there, like 3 weeks, like 3 days, I was on the toilet.
Shit.
Yeah. It got me, bro. It's crazy.
That's fucked up, dude.
They got comedy in Bangkok, dog.
Really?
Yeah.
English?
Yes. It's one of the reasons why I went there, dog.
Fucking make a show, dude.
That's what we're in the mix, bro.
That's sick, dude.
The first time I had a heckler was in Thailand. I used to do a BBQ Beatdown show. I wasn't doing comedy back then, but I used to like host a show, and I used to call out the fighters.
Oh, no fucking way. Okay.
But I did it for like 6 weeks. I did like 6 months in a row. Like it was the last Saturday of every month, you know.
Okay.
But that's when I did learn about like I started having jokes for like crowd and be like, oh, where are my Germans at? And I have like a German joke because I knew like the people that in my class I'll be teaching over there. So I knew like
the room. You didn't even know you were doing comedy before doing comedy.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You just kind of slipped into it. You didn't even know.
Exactly. And then when the fights would happen, I would live commentate on the fights, and that's where people would be like, "Yo, that shit was hilarious," and I would just make funny ass like comments, you know,
like drunk DC.
I was a drunk DC.
That's
bro.
my favorite commentator of all time. He says nothing relevant to the fight at all. He's just talking shit. Drunk.
I'm glad you like him because me as a fighter, I'm like, fuck this guy, bro. He's not doing his homework, yo.
DC did his homework. DC fought John Jones 3 times, all right? He did his homework.
Olympic, yeah, he got to the Olympic.
He's an Olympic fucking champ, yeah, of course.
But yeah, dog, that was, oh my gosh. Yo, how long you been doing comedy for, yo?
I'm on year 7.
Year 7.
Dude, I've been doing it
bro,
long
you're
enough.
like a brown belt, like,
brown.
Or in jiu-jitsu,
brown.
You can get a black belt within like
10.
6 to 10.
Right.
But the fast ones are like 8 to 10. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. That's good, dog. That's a good time.
I'm getting
bro.
there. All right, sure.
7 years. What was Miami like back then, dog?
It was like it's not like now, bro, that we have so many different bar shows and shit.
How good is it? It's pretty good, right?
It's good now, bro. Yesterday you could get up 4 times if you wanted to. Today you could get up. Today on Tuesdays you can get up like 3 or 4 times if you want to.
You
if
gotta
you really
go up
want
north?
to.
Or there's
you don't necessarily have to. No.
There's a new show on the beach. Oh,
yeah, Sergio's in
right,
shit,
dog.
That's the thing. Like it became much more independent. All these little rooms are popping up. So back then it was like there was one room that did comedy. There was this other one. There was that other one. Then there was this club that you're not allowed in. This club that no one gives a fuck about you. This one where you smell bad. And then there's like these little things. So it wasn't so many, but it was a smaller crew. So everyone kind of got together. That's where I met Chris, David, Seb, and all those guys, bro, hanging out.
That's a good era.
It was good years. It was a good era. Yeah.
That's a good era because I like.
And it was funny, man. There was like really funny people. They, a few of them left. A few of them stuck around. One of them's Tarno. But just a bunch of people.
Bro, listen, bro. Around. If I take Tarno to Thailand, he'll never come back, dog.
I don't think he would come back. Yeah.
This guy, bro, he'll be running. He'll be the king of Patong, dog.
Yeah, he'd be the tallest person there. They'd be feeding the shit out of him. He'd be having a great fucking time. He gets to wear whatever shirt he wants. He's good.
You can get 5 plates for like fucking $2, dog. You know,
yeah.
It's like
the food's like that over there. It's just like you get a mountain.
It's weird. Like it's a trick, bro. They say, "Oh, the food's so cheap," but it's a real small portion too, dog.
Tapas.
So it's cheap, but then you eat 4 dishes. You're like, all right, hold on, bro. It's the same if you get 4. You know.
Yeah. So it's all a little mind game. It's all a little mind game, bro. They get you.
Dog. So 7 years. And you remember your first show? What was your first show?
Yeah,
you
my
did?
first show. I have a fucking recording. Like,
Oh my God. No, you don't.
I have the notes I wrote the first day. I have like voice notes.
What was your first joke? You remember your first joke,
It was
dog?
some bullshit. It was like some fucking hack, unfunny. The first joke I ever did that like, you know, got me a laugh was like on my second set. My first set was just dead silent. Like just
It was crazy.
thanks for coming. We support you. You know?
How long did you do?
5.
You did a full 5?
Yeah, it was at an open mic. It was at an open mic that they did a weekly called Artistic Vibes that you had to sign up ahead of time. But it was a little warehouse in South Miami here.
Is
by
that the one that
Pinecrest.
Chris started at?
Yeah, Chris started there.
Oh my God.
A bunch of us started there. A bunch of us.
what
That
kind
was because that was like one of the only rooms that allowed it, and it was like a poetry, art, music space. But they were cool with comedy because the host was kind of a comedian, you know.
Yeah.
And fucking, they were just, you know, that was the kind of vibe that we were in, and we're just hanging around, and we just got to meet each other, and we just hung out. And then the second room I ever found out about was Taurus.
The second, me too. That was my second room.
That's the second one
dog.
because it's like it was like the only regular thing that was going on, and I was scared of Taurus at first. I saw videos and I was like, I don't want to go.
So you went to Taurus?
Yeah.
I went to Taurus my third night, and that's when I saw you rock the crowd, dog. That was so dope. All right, so yeah, Taurus has been around for a long time.
Taurus has been around for.
Are they
super long.
over 10 years? Are they a 10 year?
No,
show?
Taurus is at 8 now. Taurus is 8 years old.
So they were fresh when you started, dog. You were in the inception.
No, well, they were like probably like no, maybe it's older then. I gotta ask. It's because Freddie was running it for a couple years, I know, before I even met him or knew anything. So it's probably getting close to 10. What the fuck?
See ya? Yo, I love it. Hey, Freddie was running Taurus when you started. He was the you.
He was the
That's
main host.
dope,
He was the main
dog.
host. Yeah, and David Martin would host the open mic.
David Martin was hosting open mic.
That's when I got to meet him, and then and then you know Mateo did it, and then I slowly started doing the mics, and you know.
So you started with the mics.
Yeah, I started hosting them. Dude, like
Yeah.
I would leave at 3 a.m., bro. Like,
Dog.
it was late because it was late. The shows would start at like 10:30 back
I
then.
heard it was a late night show.
It was a very late night show, so we would just be out there till late, bro. Then I had to get up in the morning at 6 to go to work. Like fucking, I remember those years.
What's your trade as a regular? What were you doing back then for work?
I was still in school. So I was working little odd jobs. I had an internship,
Yeah.
so I would just like wake up super early, go to fucking Medley, do nothing. Fucking try to stay awake, stare at a computer screen, and like not count. Like I would literally calculate how many seconds were left in my shift because it was like a do nothing job.
Yeah.
I hated it. And then
Oh, like I do nothing.
it was not.
Those gotta be tough, right?
I'm an intern, you know. Like,
Yeah.
they don't trust your ass with shit. So
And
I'm
they
just
don't pay
sitting
you,
there.
right? Like, do they pay
No,
you like
I
a
was
little
paid.
bit?
Yeah, I was paid. It was a paid intern, but it's like what the fuck, dude. And then the whole time you're just out there doing shit. Whatever money I made, I would blow on parking and fucking and alcohol.
Yeah, and comedy, dog.
Comedy's expensive. Bro.
It's expensive, bro.
Comedy's expensive.
Fuck.
Is it more expensive than fighting? No, fighting's more expensive.
It's not more expensive, but you gotta be more on point, dog. Does that make sense?
Than fighting.
No. It's funny because I make like these really huge, like no. But here's the thing, dog. In comedy, you're out at night on the bars and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a different life, dog. You're gonna be on point. We're like,
Yeah.
But it's expensive, dog. 'Cause you get hungry and then you want to eat at night. And if you do comedy every night, you know when you get home, dog, you want to eat.
Yeah,
Everything open, right? You're gonna get
That's
some food.
exactly
and
what I
shit.
do, bro. That's exactly what I do.
Yo.
I convince myself, bro. I get home after any show now. It's like a nervous tick. Like I just got to do it. I get home, little sandwich. Come on,
Yeah, yo, you
get a little.
because you're
I convinced myself yesterday, bro, that I needed to have an entire dinner roll to soak up the alcohol that I drank. I only had one Corona while I was out there, but I was just like, I gotta have my little snacky.
That's the thing, dog. You want to eat before you go to sleep.
Yeah, bro.
you
They
know?
start blowing up, man. It's
Dog. It's
Everyone's gotten fatter. Dude, if you look at it's so funny. Every single person has gained weight. It's so funny. We've all gotten bigger. Not even in ugly, gross ways, but fucking David was skinnier back then.
David
Like,
Martin?
Dude, there's pictures of us. We were so thin, bro. It was great.
Oh my gosh.
It
I
was
would love to
great.
see a picture
I fucking
of you,
wasted
David,
those
and
years.
Sebastian and everybody.
There's
dog.
pictures of us out there. At
I
this,
saw Chris is putting on a little bit of weight. Now he's got an excuse, Bob, but still, I'm gonna put him on the walker and start fucking doing some lab stuff. I saw a picture of him when he was lean. I'm like, yo, Chris, you could be pulling in some serious talent right now, dog.
yeah, Chris has some.
You
fucking-
can't see, bro, but if you're funny and you're good looking, you're batting 2 out of 3, bro.
Yeah,
for
you're
the
hitting,
odds, you know.
You're hitting heavy, bro. You're batting 600. You're batting 600.
It's an odds game, bro. You know, especially if you got good talk, if you can make them laugh,
Yeah.
you're halfway there, dog.
That's what we all believed. You know, we were just sitting there like. Just in Miami, that didn't have any industry, didn't even have an improv because when we were starting, the original improv had just shut down.
Oh, the one in Coconut Grove.
The one in the Grove.
I've been to that one. That place was
you've been?
crazy, dog.
I've heard stories. I've never been.
I've been there twice. I went there. I saw a one-man show there once. It was the most best one-man show I've ever seen in my life. I actually went there on a field trip in rehab, dog.
What the fuck?
Good segue.
A field trip in rehab to the improv?
Bro, yeah, and it was a show called Addicted. It was a one-man show where the guy talked about his whole addiction.
Oh, no
and
shit.
he just, but it was like one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. Oh, man, it's funny how that all, and then I saw Mike Epps there, bro.
No fucking way.
And then he murdered the first time. And then I saw he was coming again and I bought tickets. Bro, like 3 years later, I bought tickets and he had the same fucking set. This motherfucker didn't. But I guess he has his hour routine, using Next Friday jokes. I'm like, yo, oh man. You know what I'm saying? Like
he knows what his fans want.
Dog, it was years later though,
What his fans want. I know. Yeah, you hear stories about that. Like guys just go around the road. Like these road guys, they'll just have the same set for 15 years.
Oh, you hear this, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dog.
It works for them, and they go around, and they do it, and that's their product. It's like in Thailand, bro. A girl can pop ping pong balls out of her pussy. She's not gonna go to the next town over and then try to juggle. She's gonna do the pussy trick because that's what she's got work, bro.
I've seen a girl, dog. I've seen a girl get
this
a Coke
is why I
bottle.
brought this up. I want to hear this shit,
dog. The ping pong shows. I seen a girl shoot a dart out of her pussy and hit a balloon, bro. That you put in your they have you hold the balloon and she starts shooting darts to hit it.
She has that kind of power,
dog.
And then you wonder why they have 2 billion people per country.
They're talented, bro. They're talented, dog. I seen a girl. There's a Coke bottle. They get a Coke bottle that's like clear soda in it, like clear liquid.
Oh, okay.
And she puts it inside of her, and then when she puts it out, it turns black.
I would. That's
she carbonated it.
That's
dog.
not fun.
She carbonated it.
No, she polluted that shit. Dude, what are you talking about?
Trust me, it's a lot
Her
of.
womb is so polluted.
Her womb is so.
I can't even have a fucking baby with her, man. I put a Sprite in her fucking Coke came out. What the fuck is that, bro? That's the smog. That's the smog getting in through the pussy.
She's had.
These people wearing open skirts and muumuus and shit.
They shoot turtles. It's a
baby turtles.
Baby turtles. I seen a girl shoot a baby turtle out, just chilling in there. It's like, you know how comics got weapons? These girls got, razor blades. I've seen them put razor blades in there and pull out like a string.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. We got to make a trip. Yo, dude, if we make a trip, listen, Doc.
This is the exact conversation that we need to make.
We need to make a trip, but we're going to lose half our squad. It's not going to make it back.
They're not going to make it back?
I might not make it back. I might just might have a regular like carrot top and pentong,
I'll just be on the boat waving bye to you guys. You're like, bye. You're just covered in balloons and baby turtles.
We're like, yo, we lost. We got lost in Patong. Straight up, bro. It's
Bhutan.
Patong.
Oh, Patong. Okay.
Is and then Bangkok is the city. That's like the crazy city, like Bangkok. I lived there at the end, dog.
That's fucking crazy. So you went around. You were in different areas.
Oh
right?
yeah.
You saw the whole thing.
Yeah, a little bit of Singapore. Singapore was dope because I got a job there teaching jiu-jitsu.
Oh, cool.
And my boss was just mad cheap, so he didn't want to fucking hire like a coach from Singapore. So he just get like a foreign coach that he can have live in the gym and pay under the table cash.
Right, just something
nothing. I was a Mexican in Singapore, dog. Yo, it was crazy. I was the foreigner working in overseas. I was like an illegal immigrant, bro. I was like mad scared. I would go through the borders like, yo, oh my god.
Good morning, Emilio. Sí, señor. Okay, gracias. Thank you.
And they'd be like, yo, why are you here for? I was like, oh, I'm just here on vacation for 3 months, 4 times in a row. Because you get it. Oh, in
your
Singapore,
visa and shit.
Yeah, dog. That was the thing. You gotta leave the country. Mm-hmm. In Singapore, you get a 3 month. Americans get 3 month visa.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so that's why we used to always go there. Because in Singapore, Americans get it easy with the American visa passport. You get 3 months, so you can just work there for 3 months.
That's sick.
Shouldn't say that. You can just go there for 3 months.
Hang out.
Yeah, yo, so 7 years. What made you like, oh, I'm gonna try this comedy shit, dog?
I've always wanted to.
Boom. There you go. So you were like hilarious in school and stuff, or?
I like being funny in school. I noticed that some days I would go home from school depressed because I bombed. Like that kind of energy. Where I'd be like, I tried being funny in English, bro, and I said that shit and nobody laughed. I feel like a fucking idiot.
So you remember, dog? Like you would try to be funny in school.
Yeah, I mean, ever since I was a kid, I liked doing it. My brother used to be really into comedy, so I grew up like with him just putting on music and shit, and then randomly like a Chris Rock album would come on, and it just innocent little shit. He was into goofy shit, like he liked the Adam Sandler fucking the Christmas album, But I remember I distinctly remember like the first time I figured out what stand up was, or like I knew that could be. I heard Chris Rock. He was doing, I think it was Bigger and Black or something. It was like a recording of it, like a fucking LimeWire shit my brother downloaded. And he says some shit. I hear his voice, and then the fucking the whole stadium kind of crowd, starts laughing. And I never heard that shit before. So then I don't know, and just trying to make my fucking dad laugh. Difficult. That's a fucking tough.
I was gonna say, is your dad funny? My dad's hilarious.
My mom's hilarious. My mom's hilarious. My dad has laughed 3 times.
Oh, there you go.
My dad's laughed 3 times in my life that I remember. So there's that. I've always wanted to do it. Then I got into Louis C.K.
I wonder.
That was the guy that really made me want to try doing comedy. The same for a lot of comics.
Louis C.K. So, bro, he's so smart. Like when you watch his specials, I love those. Those are the type of specials I like. His specials really resonate with me. Like when you realize like a joke from a special. I remember he had that peanut joke where like if you think about it, it's the Louis C.K. But Chris Rock, same thing with me. Like resonated with me. I think it's Bigger and Blacker. I forgot which. Or Never Scared. I'll never forget watching Never Scared. I remember my dad saw me watching it one time randomly. Like I recorded it, and he saw me watching it late at night, and he noticed I really love comedy. He's like, "Oh shit," But that was the one, like the Chris Rock Never Scared. I never forget, like with some of those bits, I'll never forget, like on that set, But just the way his Chris Rock, when he said Chris Rock, that was my favorite. He was the man. I think he was the man. Like in the early 2000s, 90s,
2000s.
He did the MTV, bro. He was hilarious in the MTV VMAs. Remember, like I was so excited to see his opening.
He was always the best.
Chappelle was around back then, but he wasn't like hilarious like he is now with specials, right?
No, Chappelle's around, bro.
He was around, but
in the 90s, you mean?
But I don't remember his specials, right? Like I don't remember his specials like Chris Rock's
For
specials.
what it's worth.
I don't know. For me, like watching
Killing Him Softly. Those are two.
But you
like that's why
live,
people call him the GOAT. Those 2 albums, and then the fact that he came out with those Netflix ones later on and kind of proved that he's still up to that kind of caliber is, I think, why people were like, this is the one.
Yeah.
But it's those first 2 specials. When he's young Chappelle just did the show, just quit the show. Those
when
2
he just quit the show.
Fucking crazy, bro. He has the one about getting addicted to monkey pussy. Like that's how AIDS spread to humans.
He's so smart.
He doesn't believe it because if you fuck a monkey, you're not going back to humans to give him AIDS. You're gonna keep fucking a monkey because you're that guy. It's like the fucking funniest shit. I mean, that's just all that shit. I would grow up just watching. I watched every Comedy Central Presents. I just had that shit locked. Yeah. I was lucky enough, man. My parents had cable, so I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. I was just watching Comedy Central all day. And then, I don't know, I never tried it. And then I broke up with this girl. And she found my first joke book that I was trying to start. I was like, I had it in my head, and I was like, I'm going to write some jokes out. But she was mean, bro. And then we broke up, and I remember she read it. She goes, this sucks. And I went, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to go do this shit now, Yeah. I was like, I'm actually going to try this now. So I think that's like what kind of pushed me over the edge. Like her trying to emasculate me made me want to.
Like, I'm going to show you.
Which at the end of the day, if you think about it, it's like I ended up I'm still just paying attention to her, so I'm the fucking loser.
She's got married and kids, and you're like, you're trying to make this business. You're trying to make her laugh.
I'm trying to make her jealous. I'm like, fuck you, bitch, I could do this. Like I'm still the cuck, but
oh man,
yeah.
Women will make you were in love when you broke up with her, like.
I don't know. That was my first girlfriend. That was the first person I had sex with. That was the first, everything. So I don't know.
I think it
hurt my feelings. I was like, damn, because she played me. She was way smarter than me at that shit. I'm like fucking a little autistic. So I was like, I didn't know how to play. I didn't know how to play my cards. I didn't know what to do. Dog. I wasn't competitive with it. She was.
Yeah, me either, bro. Bro, it's crazy you say that because like I had another friend tell me that big bad relationship what got him into comedy, and then not comedy for me, but for me, well, kind of a little bit, but like bro, when I started training MMA, I had a girl cheat on me, and I was like, crazy, dog. I never thought about that. I forgot about that. That was like the kind of the reason why, like, I needed something to replace that pain.
Replace that person,
yeah, bro. You know what's crazy? We got back together, right? And then I was already in love with MMA, and that became like my thing. And then she got mad at me because I was just so obsessed with training and stuff like that, And then it didn't work out.
She was your mistress. That was your true love.
Exactly, but it didn't work out. When I was like trying to like reenact, but yeah, bro, that pain will make you fucking painful. Dog, good.
That was the first motivation, But then once I did it the first couple times, I was like, oh, I just love this. Like this is fun. I want to keep doing this. I all that other shit kind of blew away, and I stopped caring, and I just wanted to go out and do more shows.
So you went up and then you had 5 minutes prepared, or like how did you find the open mic? Like
I thought I had 5 minutes. Well, so I was literally just looking on the internet, bro. I was like, how the fuck? I don't know where to go. And I think I found like a Reddit post. Like Reddit has a stand-up page or whatever. And I found like a Reddit post and someone mentioned Artistic Vibes. And I was like, oh, what's that? And I looked them up. I found a website. They had like a little flyer or something. They were like, hey, you know, you send an email here. I just sent an email and I did some shitty material, bro. Some shitty jokes. My first shit was like fucking, you know, like horrible. Like I had written my first joke and it was a joke you could say in 5 seconds and just get the bomb over with. But, you know, when you start, it's like 5 minutes long and you write every detail about your life because you don't know how to write a joke. Fuck. So my shit was just like, the fucking weatherman comes up and tells you 2 temperatures. What's up with that? He says it's this, but it feels like that. It's like hack, bro. But I was like, that's a joke. I'm going to try that, you know? Just being a fucking idiot. And then after that, my first joke was like me shitting on Facebook, bro. The thumbs up emoji. Yeah. It was me shitting on it because I was like, you don't, you know, like, why can you make that bigger? Like, why give you that option unless you're just like, fuck you? Like, because you just send that to like dismiss them, you know? Yeah. I remember that got a laugh and I was like, oh, this is fun. You know, I kept going.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
And you haven't stopped since, man. You've been going and you've been full board, yo.
Yeah, no breaks. I mean, you know, living here sometimes it's easy to like not be competitive about it. You know what I mean?
Meaning why? Like,
I mean, like
not be competitive. I
like compare it to like a place like New York.
Yes. Okay.
Where you go up and there's 40 comedians trying to sign up, and there's 40 people trying to get spots, and there's 40 people with dreams, and there's 40 people with careers. And they're all trying to do the same shit, and you're watching them go up. Oh, shit, he wrote that yesterday. He has a new bit. He has this. In Miami, it's kind of easy to fall back, you know, and it's really on you to push yourself through that, because if you start doing that same thing, you're not in that as competitive a pool. And I don't mean like quality-wise. There's hilarious people here. But I mean just in terms of like how often you see like, oh, fuck, okay, I better keep working because these motherfuckers are killing it. Bro. And I can't keep up unless I keep up. Sometimes you can... I feel like Miami's a little rough for that, but as long as you have the personal desire to do it, you're gonna keep, you know, doing it. So.
Yes, bro. Okay, I know what you're saying. So yeah, like Miami, because it's such a great city, you know. So there's like a lot of good, but you can you can catch yourself going to places, and maybe like you're doing good, or like you might be getting last, but yeah, nobody else is around you is like. You're saying you see a guy who's kind of like at your level and they're writing new jokes and they're killing and they're getting new.
Makes you want to do it.
And you're like, oh yes, bro.
I gotta do it. I gotta keep doing that. Oh shit, it can't be lazy, you know. But here you got the beach, you got titties, you got fucking crypto.
So man, you might have the same group of guys, but you might have a group of maybe not 40 guys trying to get on stage. You have 15, 20.
Yeah, less.
And they're using the same jokes that you've been hearing, and then so it doesn't make you level up. You're like, oh, this guy's been doing it 5 years, and he's still doing it.
And at the end of the day, all you're trying to do is just get over on stage.
Yeah.
You're trying to just do enough to get some laughs and get off stage, but then it's like, did you work on anything there? Did you grow anywhere at all? It's you know, I find with Miami, that's kind of like the little trick that we have still.
You gotta be disciplined to write every day and push yourself to dog. It's easy to fall back on your same jokes, right? Like if you have a good set that works, you can just say that shit forever.
For 15 years.
For 15 years. You should be a Miami legend, dog. I mean, clean up.
Normally, when you do that, you're on the road. You know, so that people don't fucking catch on to your bullshit. you gotta
wait for me to buy a ticket 3 years later. You go what the fuck?
Yeah, fucking Mike Epps or whatever. You know? You're on the move, but if you're in Miami, just doing that, you know, what's going on here? So
yeah, so when you're in New York, that's one of the benefits you would say of being in a city where everybody's working, grinding, trying to, because you can get noticed there. You can get seen there.
Maybe, but on the flip side, Miami's better. Because we got audiences, we got real crowds.
Yes,
you know, we got real people. If you go, when I went to New York, it was just I was in front of comics mostly, maybe one person, maybe one human being. Everyone else is just a fucking comedian trying to get up, and they are supportive because they're also in the same shit that you are in. But so you will, you know, they'll give you feedback or whatever, but it's much harsher and it's not as organic. I think.
Yeah.
At least in Miami here, you are placed in front of audiences, just like, let's see what you can do, bro. Maybe they're breathing through their mouths tonight. You know, maybe they're not fucking on board with what you want to talk about, but you know, you can try to at least connect to them, and it makes you, I think, a better performer.
No, for sure, you're right. And like, cause sometimes when I see our friends, they go to New York, and then I talk to them like, yo, what's it like? And I'm like, I don't know if I want to go there and perform in front of 6 open micers, and then I want to laugh and give you a fucking benefit where they're like, oh, look at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, last night I was at Sandbar, bro, fucking crazy room, but there was 20 people there. Yeah, they're eating chicken wings and watching the game, but there's 20 normal people there. And if you say something, you can get their attention, dog. And they're not comics.
And
there's a lot of shows like that, dog. We're pretty lucky in Miami, bro. We have a lot of places right now.
I think we're breaking into something, you know? All we need is one. We need like one B-list motherfucker to come move down here and try to make it happen. Like I thought it was gonna happen with Andrew Schultz because he moved down here to Miami for a little bit during COVID. But then even he was like, yeah, Miami's fucking.
I heard him.
I can't take this all year, and he fucking left. He left again, so I was like, okay,
dog. You know, he said it was hard for him to write here, bro.
Because it is. Because it fucking is. First of all, your brain's overheating. Every day, you're overclocked. You're like a fucking computer from. You're like a computer from 1995, bro. You gotta put some fucking clean air in that shit. You know what I'm
you gotta get some of that Colorado air.
Yeah, you gotta get some of that vape juice, fucking try to.
When you go to Colorado, buy some. Bring back some strawberry fucking mountain air.
Yeah, bring some 100% oxygen.
Yeah, bro.
It's distracting, bro. You fucking you do drugs here. You go hang out. You go to the beach. There's fucking women.
It's so good, dog. On Sunday.
It's not a miserable place.
Oh my God, there's too many options, bro.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Andrew Schultz was like, bro, I was in Miami, and after 6 months, I started writing jokes about the traffic. I had to throw away half my set.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I'm hacking. I didn't even know it.
Yeah, and you just turn into it, bro, because you're like, what are you doing, bro?
He said it on a podcast recently. He's like, yo, I was in Miami, and after 6 months, I started writing jokes about the driving. And I'm like, what's wrong with driving jokes? That's all we got in Miami.
Fuck. That's all we got.
I was like,
you see, the thing is though, the thing I like about Miami though is like, there are just normal people here though, like regular people that like comedy too. So like, if you're at a show and then you get through to them on some maybe on some heady shit or some weird thing or something just off killed, something that's not the typical fucking tráfico patolito, like whatever the fuck, then that's special because you're like, okay, I got something here. And then let's say you take that to somewhere else that's even more of a comedy city. Yeah, probably gonna kill harder, Yeah,
you're right, dog.
I think it's a good city to train in.
No, for sure. And listen,
it's just a bad hub.
I'm pretty new to comedy. I've been doing comedy a year now, like a year and 2 months, right?
No way, really?
Yeah, I completed my first year, dog. Yo, you're one of the first guys to book me, my dog, bro.
Oh, shit, dog.
I was excited. I remember the first time I got a message from you, like, yo, you want to do tours? I was like, oh shit, I felt like I had a fight, dog, going up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, big ass X on the calendar.
Yeah.
Time to eat a dick in this fucking unsalvageable room.
Yo, so people don't know, dog, you're the host of probably the hardest room in Miami, but a room that it's hard. It's hard, but it's weird because I've seen people murder there, bro. Yeah. I've seen Marcelo go in there and just bring this shit down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that's why everyone's in love with it because it's like we've seen that it can happen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you're chasing the magic dragon. I can't imagine it's mentally healthy for everybody. but whatever. I mean, if you can enjoy yourself, then you get something out of it. It's fine. But Taurus is rough. Taurus is a rough room.
Dog, I've seen people there.
Quintessential Miami.
It's so. Oh my God.
There's people there that are there to see you. Not so many, but there's people there. And there's people that are not there for you. They just showed up, and then you're trying to fucking guerrilla them. That's like such a classic Miami fucking barroom vibe. That everyone just kind of shares that same fucking trauma, It's like boot camp. We're all like, yeah, dude, I've been through that, brother. And you want to relive the glory days, so you go back out. You go back out every week.
Dude, last time I was at Taurus, there was a guy there. He was like from out of town. He was like, yo, man. He was like, yo, you get me up. He was smoking a cigarette outside. He's like, yo, I'm going to shut that bitch down. He went up, dog. He didn't finish his time. He's like, all right, guys, thank you very much. Thank God I was, you know what I'm saying?
But it's humbling. It's very humbling, too. It's good.
But it pops sometimes, dog. When it
sometimes
pops,
Taurus is warm.
That's the shit, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's good, bro. Yeah. I love it, dog. That's where everybody goes to cut their teeth, I feel like, Yeah,
everyone
goes. I'm grateful we have that room, dog.
Yeah. It's like either a low pressure room or a very high pressure room, depending on what you want to do in there. Because maybe the show's going well, but, they have patience for maybe like 2 bomb jokes. You bomb 2 jokes in a row, and that's like, fuck, now I gotta get everyone back on board with this idea of a show happening. So it's a lot of like, it's like, what the fuck?
You can get their attention, dog. You can get their attention, but you gotta keep it, right?
Yeah, and the whole trick is just trying not to, think that to yourself and feel sad. The whole trick is trying to be like, nah, dog, I'm a fucking comic. What are you talking about, dude? I just went up at Taurus.
Bro, I've left Taurus. I've had to, on one time I left my tripod, I left my card, I left everything, dog. I was like, I'm out.
You just had to get the fuck out.
Dog. I just dipped. I think I parked. I didn't even pass you guys. I think you guys were all outside. I was like, I just went the other way, went around the block, took in my car, and just drove home. I was like, yo.
I laugh so fucking hard, bro, because I hear stories like that, and I'm like, yeah, I had to stay, bro.
That's your love. You got to go back up.
Go back up and bring up
You have to go back up with the next guy.
Yeah, and it's like, ah, shit, motherfucker. You know what it does? It exposes weaknesses.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
Because if you're strong, like what you're saying, like these guys, like Marcel and these other dudes that would come in and kill, okay, they're set tight enough that they're not exposing that weakness. But Taurus is a room where if you expose a weakness, the room detects it immediately because it's such an intimate space. Everyone's right next to each other. So like if you go up there with a phony energy, or you go up there like defensively mean, you know how people go up here and they start getting all bitter and fucking, oh yeah, fuck you. It's like, why are you saying that? You know? You do that, that's insecure, they detect it immediately. They can fucking smell it on you in Taurus. For some reason, bro, that bar, I don't know what it is. It's like the fucking booze they sell. I don't know what it is, bro. Something just makes the audience an extremely good like barometer if you're even decent enough to pay attention to.
It was a Cocaine Cowboys bar, dog. That's what I love about it.
That's what it was, right? That's what it was.
That's the stomping ground for all the...
Yeah.
Imagine the savages that went in there, bro.
Oh, I don't have to. But they cleaned it up. They cleaned up Taurus. Taurus under new management now. It's very sophisticated.
You get the one guy in the corner. I feel like he was there from the Cocaine Hour days. Bro.
Oh yeah, Ed, fucking guy. I mean, maybe I don't know.
So when did who passed the job to you and so you started in the mic, and then from the mic you got progressed to the...
Yeah, so what happened was Freddie wanted to stop doing the show. He wanted to move on, and then so he entrusted the show to Mateo and me because we were both the regular like open mic hosts. We would alternate the open mic while he hosted. And then when he felt like stopped doing it, he said, okay, Mateo, Oriel, I want you guys to do it. So then me and Mateo said like, okay, I'll do 1 week, you do another week. I do 1 week, you do another week. And then we just did that until COVID. And then COVID happened and Taurus shut down for a little while. We had that curfew period. And then they just didn't bring back the show. Freddie left. It was a bunch of, whatever. And then after the pandemic, we brought the show back. So
no way. So it was shut for a while, yo.
It was shut for like over a year. Because the place itself went under some restructuring, went under some management. It's still the same bar, still the same people that go there, but like it all had a little hiccup there. So we didn't have Taurus for a minute.
So you were doing
I missed it, so I was like,
yeah, bro. And you were fresh into the comedy hard when the pandemic, huh?
I mean, we were, what was that? Pandemic was 2019?
2020?
2020 and 2019. So I was like 4 years in, I had been doing a bunch of rooms.
Yeah,
by then we already had, but by then, Taurus wasn't like an important spot to get up in the week.
Oh,
because we already had other spots. We had, Manny had like
Miami Comedy's been around.
He had like
already.
7 shows a night. He had like a barter and he had all these other places. He had the Craftsman and shit. So we were getting up pretty regularly. Thursdays, I forgot what was on Thursday. They had other places so that, people were just like, okay, we're doing their shows. People were starting different shit. But then it was just like, why not bring Taurus back? So we reached out. It's still the same owner. So, he was cool with it. He loved Freddie. He loved the show. So he was like cool with bringing it back. So we're really happy. They're like super, super supportive of it. They get it. They get what Taurus is.
I feel like
they're not like another show that you go to a bar. The show goes well the first time. The owner's like, all right, do it again next month. The next show, it doesn't sell as many tickets. And the owner's like, nah, I'm done. It's not like that. This place is like, okay, this is like an important place. They like to come here. They like to do this. We get a bunch of people, so why not?
They know that's their thing.
Yeah, that's like Thursday nights at Taurus is comedy. There's comedy there. And it's been that way for fucking almost 10 years.
It's been that way for so long that if you're at Taurus if you're at Taurus on a Thursday and you don't know it's comedy, that's your fault.
Yeah,
and that's so much your fault, but it's gonna happen. Like
yeah.
if you've never been there, you might just roll up on.
There's a lot of people that just I get this a lot. There's like people that are just they show up, they're like, oh, it's my first time at the show. I'm like, really? Is it your first time at Taurus? They go, no, I've been coming to Taurus for 10 years. I'm like, what? He was like, I come on Thursday. I come on Wednesdays. Like I come on Mondays and Wednesdays. I never come in on Thursday before. I didn't know you guys did this. So it's
yeah.
So that's like kind of the cool part about it. Is that they're so down with the show going. I want that shit to go for eternity, bro. I want Miami to be underwater and there's fucking dolphins doing stand-up underneath that shit. There's just something about that land. Something about it is just for that.
It's a good spot.
It's for desperate cries for attention and validation.
Somebody love me!
That's what Taurus is for. It's for a guy to do that and other people will be like, yeah, ignore him. Hey, what's your, can you shoot frogs out of your pussy? Can you shoot baby turtles? I'm a businessman.
Yeah, but I like when I come out and I see my boys out there and then you guys understand and we all know, fuck yeah. The salvation of your homies after, dog, is so important, bro.
What do you think? What do you think of the state of Miami comedy? What do you think is going on right now?
Well, I don't know much
about
about...
a year. No, but you've had a very transformative year, bro.
Oh.
You started... This is important, bro. You started the year post-COVID. You started the year
Oh,
after.
yeah.
That was Miami's glow up period. That's when everyone came down. That's when Andrew Schultz came down here. That's when all these guys come down here. Miami's popping up a little bit more. We have more rooms than ever now. What do you think?
Bro, just from when I first started, there was already way more rooms, dog.
Mm-hmm,
Like when I first started comedy, there was no Friday room and there was no Monday room. Oh, Friday was like random, like Aunt Jenny's. There was like an Aunt Jenny's way far,
Yeah,
you know?
Mama Jenny's.
Mama Jenny's.
Yeah.
And then Just the Funny. And dog, the first time I went to Just the Funny, Sean Kent brought the Just the Funny mic up. But when I started comedy, there was nobody hosting the Just the Funny. Like the first time I went there, it was like me and 2 other comics and no microphone. I was like, oh, this
The fuck?
Yeah, it was crazy. And this one girl went up stage and she did her set with no microphone. She's like, I want to practice my set. I was like, oh shit, you know?
Yeah, that's the other good thing.
And then Monday there was no shows, remember? But then the new year happened right away, like 2023 happened, and then a lot of shows happened, you know?
Yeah.
Now Thursday has sometimes Thursday has a few shows.
Yeah.
I've seen that just in 1 year doing comedy. I've already seen a big elevation in the amount of shows.
There's independent, a lot of people are making their own rooms and shit. And they're
Yeah,
just
dog.
doing their stuff, bro.
Comedy's like, I feel like comedy's cool like that, where like you can kind of make your own way, you know. Like I feel like there's no rules in this, right? Like there's no set thing, you know. Where like you go to a gym and usually like you go to a gym and like, all right, yeah, you train with your coach, you get your white belt, you get your blue belt. But in comedy, it's pretty wide open, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing like, okay, like you just
How
kinda
good
find
would that
your
be
way.
though? If you did have like a dojo, you could go.
Oh, I would do anything for that.
And you would
dog.
just
I'm
have
like,
two
yo,
crowd-
What do I gotta do, dog?
You just have like a short Chinese guy just go up to you like, ask them how long they've been dating. How long you been dating?
And then
Call
you
out
gotta
the
buy-
husband for not answering fast enough. You have to call him out. He took too long. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, great.
These are all dog. That's one
Ask him
thing.
if they have kids.
There's no
path, yeah.
There's no path, dog. And finding your voice,
We're
right?
all on the path.
There's
The
a path.
but each path is different.
Yes, it's a wide path, dog, and you got to find your own lane here, which
Yeah,
I'm
you gotta find your own
noticing,
lane.
dog.
Find your
Right?
lane.
Like finding your voice, like what kind of comic you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
these are
yeah.
the things I'm kind of dealing with. I feel like, bro, honestly, like I've been doing a year now, and I feel like I'm getting worse in the last couple months. You know, maybe because of my first set, I'm done with, and like
Yeah.
I'm trying new shit. So
Okay.
I'm like restarting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But I get nervous, and honestly, I get more nervous now than when I first started. Because when I
good.
first started, I felt like,
You care more.
yes, there's no pressure there. Like, oh, if I suck in the first 6 months, I'm supposed to suck. But now, if I doing it for a year, and then I got some new guys coming up shooting hot fire, I'm
Yeah.
like you were saying, dog. That's why it's good to have killers behind you coming up doing good, and that's what you get. in
It's
New
good to
York.
follow them. It's good to follow them, yeah.
And you get that in New York all the time. Where yes, bro, in Miami, you can become
Calm down. Calm down, because New York is just a bigger. So you
It's
have
just-
more of everything. You have more good guys. You have way more bad guys too.
way more. Yo, how many-
Way more bombs. Way more good. Way more shit. So it's just more. It's more saturated. You know. At least in Miami, we have like a 90-10 split.
Bro, Miami's not bad, dog.
It's not bad.
And like you were saying with the crowds, and bro, I seen New York comics come out here, and they're not nothing like the big kind guys. Yo, at Taurus, you get to introduce some dope people.
I know.
You get
Sometimes
some
random.
big names.
Sometimes
you ever get
random.
nervous? You ever get nervous bringing up a big name? Like, oh,
No.
fuck, I'm fucking.
No, because
good with it,
it's
bro.
just funny. It's just because they also know it's random. Sometimes a headliner's down here and they'll hear about Taurus and they'll get brought down and they do some show or whatever, and it's just funny to me. Like I just look at it like, okay, that's hilarious. He's about to do Taurus. that's so funny.
Dog,
It's like
I
it
heard,
doesn't escape anybody. Like I don't like to name drop or like say
No,
anything.
I'm gonna name drop.
because I've
I heard
had
Aaron Berg was some big names just recently came because I was working at this place and I've seen a few of the guys that work at the Comedy Inn. They'll stop on Thursday.
they work other rooms and they'll stop by because they hear about the spot, but it's like I don't know. I mean, it's pretty funny, dude. Like I've seen people go up and they crush. They thrive in those rooms. They do it because they've done it. Like I'm pretty sure each of those guys has a Taurus in their memory. They're like, oh yeah, fucking Spunkies in Philly was a piece of shit. That we all loved. It's like everybody has one of those. So those guys know how to operate in it, and they want to do stage time. It's funny. I just love how it's like, okay, that's the group of guys that have felt Taurus, felt that vibe and gone through it.
Has Andrew Schultz ever been to Taurus?
No, I don't think so.
He was in Miami. What was he doing when he was in Miami? Remember?
He was
Did you
making
see
a
my
bunch of
shows?
money. He's doing his podcast, bro. What the fuck?
Wait, he just bought a
Why are we
studio?
talking about these guys?
He got a studio. He just got a studio and like built it in Miami. You think? Like,
Yeah. They were
oh,
recording
shit.
down here. Yeah.
But he
Because
was
they
doing
couldn't do it.
comedy?
They couldn't do shit in New York, so they just.
And he wasn't doing no comedy though in Miami.
I mean,
he did the
I would
Miami
assume he was just flying out every weekend and doing road shows.
Oh, that's right, because that's what you can do. Huh?
We're talking about big guys right now.
Have you hit the road
This
yet?
conversation feels a lot like two guys at McDonald's talking about Jeff Bezos' fortune. Trying to be like, yo, so what did he do, bro? Yo, was that guy just selling books and shit the whole time? It's funny, but it's funny because like a guy in the stratosphere of his career like that might also show up at what's considered the lowest of the low in the city, but is actually held very in warm regards by the community. So like, I don't know, it's like a fucking Taurus is like a rec center.
Yeah, dog.
It's like a place where you go to just
where you cut your teeth, bro.
Yeah, you go.
So you gotta know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't go to Taurus, you know what's up. You're like, oh, all right.
It's just fun, and then you always get funny drunk people trying to do it.
Oh yeah. You get the.
There's always someone doing it for the first time every week. You always
Showing
have
up.
someone. Yeah, either showing up trying to do it or just a drunk that's like, I'm funnier than these pieces of shit. I went to UM. He goes up and talks about fucking taxes for 40 minutes, gets no laughs.
That's the best, right? Like when
they don't understand the light. You're like, oh boy, what's going on?
Yo, people don't understand the light, dog.
No. Well, that's an open mic, dude. That's what it is.
I was hosting a show the other day, bro, and some guy wanted to go on stage, and we didn't host the light afterwards. I was so mad, dog. I like cut him down to size. I felt so bad after. I was with Dop, and Dop was like, and I was like, yo, man, I told you didn't see me do this 15 times? You're going up there? I don't understand how these do. You know what it is with the light?
I don't understand how they would ignore you, bro. If you light me, dude, I'm dropping on my knees. I'm sucking your dick immediately. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Dog, it's the confidence that these new guys, they'll sit there and bomb for 13 minutes straight and not even realize it, and then they'll just talk.
That's what you do when you're new, bro. That's what I did.
What is it? Self-awareness is...
The self-awareness is
You
low.
realize the self-awareness is low in comedy, dog.
Well, because you're spending so much time trying to remember what to say, You're like still caught on all the basic movements and shit, all the normal stuff,
Bro, it's when you get up there, dog. Blanking out. I still blank out, but sometimes blanking out
all the fucking time.
Bro,
that's the worst. That means that you didn't. That means that to me, when I blank out on stage, it means that I didn't prepare my set list enough. But also, I didn't care about the jokes I was gonna say enough. Like I wasn't excited to tell them. So if I'm not excited to tell them, I'll forget them. And if I forget them, that means the joke sucked. I got to try harder. So like if I blank out, it's like a oof, Also, maybe I got fucked up before, which is never a good idea.
No, you're spitting hot, bro.
Yeah.
I had 10 days off. I took. If you haven't seen me in tours, that's why I had like a week off, right? Like 10 days. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. I didn't drink for 10 days.
Be a human being.
I didn't drink. I was waking up early. I was fucking getting kind of strong. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but
damn, you're noticing your body.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck, I'm kind of healthy. But then I got booked on a show, bro, and I was like, fuck, man. Like, yeah, I had to do a lot of time, and I'm like, I know I have plenty of material, but like, yeah, I was blanking out. It's because I wasn't prepared. And
because you're not excited to tell your jokes.
And I didn't even like the shit that I had to say.
If you don't like the jokes, you're telling you're not. Like that's the culture I don't get. Like the whole fucking, go up 40 times a night, go up as much as possible. Is like sometimes that's too much. Sometimes it's too much, and you don't stop and like assess and process and try to figure out where you want to go with it, and then you just end up doing fucking chuckle huts on the road, doing the same 15 minutes for 15 years. You fucking make something out of it, I guess. But
yeah, bro.
I don't know. We're all trying to figure it out.
How was your writing process like? You write like every day or?
I try to, but then most of the time I just end up feeling bad that I didn't. That I didn't enough. You know what I mean? It's something that always weighs on you, though. You're just like, fuck, dude, I haven't written yet today. I haven't, stopped. I haven't, paid attention to what I'm doing today. Sometimes the only chance you get, because you're just living your life, is, at the show. Before you go up, you're, trying to do it. And sometimes that snaps me into, a little mindset that I can get something done. But, yeah, it's at least trying to remind yourself that, hey, man, you gotta try to keep pressure on this thing. You can't take the pressure off. If you take the pressure off, you're going to stop caring. And then if you stop caring, your own jokes, your own art that you made is shit to you. That's a fucking terrible feeling. So
and the people know.
They know that you don't care.
When you don't like the jokes you're saying and you're just saying them, they feel it.
They know. They don't see the energy. They don't see the fucking interest,
Yeah, that's why I feel like where I'm at now, where I'm trying new jokes, where I want to I don't like my old set, so I'm trying new shit. It's only a year in, right? But yeah, if I do try to rely on my old shit, it's they don't believe it. But how did this shit do good? Not do good, but how did this shit work a little while ago? But now again, I'm re-saying it, the same story.
Yeah, by the fifth time you tell it, you're already bored of it. So you have to I hear that a lot. I've heard that a lot from successful comics, that you have to try to snap back into the emotions you felt when you wrote the joke. Like when you were first thinking of it, what made that funny to you? Like, what were you angry? Were you confused? Were you fucking bitter? Were you frustrated? What was the emotion that made you think of that thing? And then try to like capture that again. It's almost like acting, you know?
I love it. It's so good, dog. You see, just talking to you right now reminds me, like, yo, dog, you gotta write, you gotta be on point. You know what I mean? Like, and you can't get lazy in Miami, where
despite all the fucking amazing reasons to be a piece of shit,
bro. On Saturday, on Friday, if you're not working, you can go to the beach, you can go there. You know what I mean? Like,
actually,
thank you.
I'll tell you this. I had a free day yesterday, right? So I thought I was gonna like. I did Red Bar, right? But then afterwards, my friends wanted to chill. They had the day off because of New Year's and shit. So, so they were like, "Hey, man, what spots should we hit up? Let's go somewhere." And I could only think of spots that did comedy. I was like, "What the fuck? I can't think of a restaurant or like a lounge or a normal place." I'm just like, "Yeah, there was a good spot there." And then like I'm literally mentally ranking them based on how well I did in the room. I'm like, "Yeah, we should go. Yeah, let's go to Taurus." I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with me?" Yeah.
If I get a date with a chick, all I know is like comedy spots. I'm like, damn, what night is it? It's like, all right, all right. I was like, I'm gonna take a girl to Taurus. I'm gonna take a girl to Thank You, dog. You know?
Yeah, like you do comedy long enough in Miami, you start feeling out of place in your own city because you're not taking part of the real Miami shit. You're not doing normal things like dealing blow and fucking stealing motorcycles and fucking getting 5 stars and shit. You know, you're just doing comedy. So.
And it's time consuming, dog. Like it's at night. When people do shit, right? So, like, you're going to miss a lot of things that you want to do. And
you're going to miss a lot of baby turtles.
You're going to miss... I'm going to miss a lot of ping pong shows. Like, I would go, but... And just to practice some jokes, dog,
Yeah.
It's a crazy life, dog.
I like it.
It's good. It has the same vibes, like I said, dog. When I was fighting MMA, it wasn't as popular, you know what I'm saying, as it is now. But, yeah, it's the same sycophant, dog. Like, the pain and the struggle is...
It consumes you, bro.
But because the reward... It's like the pain and struggle is hard, but the reward is so good, dog,
Yeah, bro. The reward is self-actualization, You feeling like you did something, You're fucking, oh, shit, dude. Like, I'm fucking, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I do right more? If I have a bad set. If I bomb real bad, dog.
It motivates you, right?
So it's kind of good to bomb, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, since I listen to podcasts, I'm like, all right, fuck it. Don't be scared to bomb because, dog, you're just going to write better,
Hey, bro, every time I've ever had sex in my life and I couldn't perform, the next day I'm doing push-ups. I'm fucking eating kale. I'm like trying to fix that shit,
Trying to make it right, yo.
Yeah, you're trying to make it happen, Same thing with comedy, man. So.
What's the longest set you've done so far? How much time you reckon?
No, I mean I've done like 35, 40 and shit.
Oh, nice, yeah.
I can roll for a while, but I most of the spots in this city are just 10 minutes.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
But that's good. You just piece it up. If you work on 6 different 10-minute sets, now you got an hour.
That's what you get. I saw this guy Rahim Anwar or whatever, the Afghanistan guy, the comedian. Fahim Anwar. His last comedy special was 3 10-minute sets in 3 different rooms at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, that's what you do.
So have you ever done like 2 10-minute sets in 2 different spots and do completely different sets?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
that's good practice.
Usually
that's good to do.
Yeah, usually it's like you'll do one show. Like I'll usually do that. Like if I do one show and I'm trying to work out like a specific set, if that does well, then if I got another show lined up that night, I'll try other stuff. Maybe I'll repeat. Maybe I wasn't so sure about something in the middle there, so I'll do that one again. But then I'll just throw in other things. So it's like every set's different.
Yeah, even if it's the same, right?
Yeah,
like the same words. But
even if it's the same words, but like the order that you tell the jokes is even very important. Like if you start with this versus follow with that, then the next set you should try it the other way around, or you should try just like dropping in a different joke, and then you'll find like there's like combinations that make more sense, and there's like places that you can fucking, like transitioning from one joke to the next will make you have to think of something, and that thought turns into a joke. So there's one thing. There's a very famous Ralphie May.
Yes.
Okay, so
I watched the workshop that he
that
did
thing, right? So in that workshop, he describes something that he calls like a game that you play with yourself when you go on stage. And it's a points game. If you do a new joke, it's 2 points, right? If you change the order of the jokes, it's 1 point. If you come up with a tag, it's another point or whatever. And the goal is to try to get 6 points every day.
I gotta rewatch that.
You try to get 6
I
points.
gotta rewatch that because
that's it. No. I mean, you don't have.
No, but I gotta rewatch that Ralphie May workshop.
Yeah,
It was so good. I remember watching it like when I first started.
Yeah, when I first started, I was studying that too because I was trying to like get a degree in comedy. I was like,
I know, me
what's
too,
the information?
dog.
You can't do that. But I was like trying to like, what information is out here?
Like we were saying before, there's no blueprint. It's not like you go. It's not like jiu-jitsu where you just listen to your coach and eventually you're gonna be like, oh shit, I got a game. You know, you gotta figure out your own game on your own. You gotta see your voice, the jokes, the works.
Yeah.
Yo, so yeah, man, you were saying that, and then I forgot what I was gonna say about that. But yeah, dog, so you got about 34 minutes doing different 10-minute sets, and that Ralphie May workshop is good because it helps a lot, man.
Yeah, it's cool. You just try to switch it up for yourself, and that way it stays interesting for you. It becomes everything else you want it to be. Whatever, comedy's fucking.
So where have you done comedy on the road now? Have you done a few spots, or would you thinking of do you know how to get on the road? Like, how does that work?
You just hit up agents. You don't hit up agents. You hit up bookers from different rooms. You just look them up on the internet. Go to festivals. You sign up for festivals. Submit tape. You got to get tape of yourself, bro. Take that fucking thing.
Camera now, dog. We're in the game, baby.
Take that fucking thing everywhere, bro.
I'm gonna become a fucking producer, dog.
You're gonna have your own headphones on and fucking snap in your own set. You'll be like, "This is Emilio's set, take one." All right. Hey, folks, what's going on, people?
So you could just send your tape to but you got to do it yourself, huh? Like,
yeah,
do you know
but
anybody
it
who
helps.
has a manager?
It helps to be. What?
Do you know anybody who has a manager? Like,
yeah, but managers later.
Yeah,
managers later.
Like
for everybody.
10, 15. Probably,
yeah, whatever. Well, I mean, once you start getting work and you want to like build a brand and shit, you get a manager. But yeah, like I don't know, like you start finding out people, like talk to people that work on the road and see like, hey, who do you talk to? Okay, cool. Hey, can I submit a tape? Can you say something for me? You just do. It's the same shit as fucking, becoming an investment banker. You just gotta find the right fucking guy to get you in the door, or whatever you did to fucking fight people in Thailand.
It's not what you know, it's who you know, right?
It's kind of, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. I'm on the same path as you, Like, I've been doing it longer, but I'm still on the same little rock in fucking Miami trying to be like, what the fuck am I doing here? That's the whole thing. We're just trying to figure it out, so.
I love it. You notice you notice a lot of new comics after coronavirus, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a funny, like, I like our scene. I think we have a funny scene. I like everybody in the scene. I like almost everybody, because we had some times where new batches would crop in, and then they kind of like wash out, and then like they'll quit or whatever, or they'll move, or they just you don't ever see them again. And there's like certain times where like there's just bad people that show up, and you have like just like a downer scene or like a mean scene, or like the scene gets all fucking passive aggressive towards the audience and shit. But now I think we just got everybody's just happy doing nice comedy. We'll see what happens, bro. Once February hits, everyone gets depressed again. So we're gonna see what happens to this fucking scene. Once Valentine's rolls by and we're all like, oh fuck.
Everybody's on the New Year vibe right now.
We gave up our dating lives to try to do a lot of Taurus.
Yeah. Oh man, so 2023. What do you got going on for the new year coming up, bro? We've been rolling for a long time, dog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a great combo, dog.
23, dog. I'm starting a podcast.
Yes.
I'm
number one.
I'm gonna copy this.
100%, bro. I was just gonna tell you, dog. You need to do that 100%.
Yeah.
Especially with all the people you know and Taurus, dog.
Yeah.
It would blow up so fast. 100%.
Starting
dog.
that. Definitely just getting some more content out there. I have a special coming out that was
Yes,
recorded.
that's what I want to hear, bro.
There's like a little special that we did, a partnership with OnlyFans, which is coming out probably the beginning of the year, probably maybe January, maybe February. They're gonna announce it soon. That's gonna be sick. That was cool. It's like all our sets. Beautiful. We shot it at the Villain Theater. It's me, Chris Renoir, Luis Diaz, and Brittany Brave.
Oh
and the
my
four
God.
Of us do sets, and they're animating. They're doing animations to our jokes, so it's gonna be really cool. That's coming out on OFTV. That's gonna be sick.
I was like, I didn't want to have like a thing of notes or things I wanted to ask you, but that was one of the things I wanted to, I'm glad you hit that up.
Yeah.
The OnlyFans, bro. So you just did a show, right? Like, how did that work? How did you guys hit up for that?
So that was just like a great opportunity that kind of fell in your lap. They reviewed some footage. You go back and forth with some people, and then they give you then you get in there. It was really cool, man. It was like my first time in front of like real production fucking like, oh, fuck. Okay, there's business here.
Like showbiz
Yeah,
style,
but
right?
they were so great. They're doing like I think it's cool what they're doing. They're putting like comedy on the fucking platform now.
Bro.
So it's not just women showing their baby turtles. It's it's like actually trying to get more stuff, or art and content and music and comedy and all that shit there. So this is gonna be like that. Cool. They've been highlighting different cities. So they already did LA. They did LA. They did Chicago. Now they're doing Miami.
Fuck yeah.
Then they're gonna shoot up to New York, and they're gonna go around all over again. You know,
Big Four, dog. That's like the big.
We had a really good one, bro. They said this is the best one that they've shot. So
that's four.
I think it was
amazing.
really good.
That's hilarious, dog. Those four.
It's
a Lewis, Brittany, and
Chris
fucking
Renoir.
Chris Renoir. Are you kidding me, dog?
Yeah, Chris and Lewis are the strongest guys I know in the scene. Brittany's a fucking you can't even fuck with Brittany. She's the best.
Chris,
so,
one of the funniest.
Yeah, he's one of the funniest dudes. So like that was a great time. It was just fun.
Chappelle vibe from him, dog. Like
this
is so smooth.
He's smooth with it.
He's smooth, right, dog? The way oh my god, bro.
Smooth with it.
Yo, he made me snort. He makes me snort. One time he laughed. One time he was saying it, and he heard me. He's like, I don't know if I think it was on the open mic. I don't know if he knew it was me. He's like, you heard that? I just heard a man snort right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was sick. That was really, really cool. And it like opened my eyes to like what you can really get done if you're smart and shit, you know.
How much time did you do on the OnlyFans? Like 30 minutes?
20 something. It'll get edited down. They're gonna make it into like a nice like 30, 40 minute episode. We'll see what they do with it, you know. They're editing it and they're getting it together.
So do you have like OnlyFans now, or like are you
I
an
have a
OnlyFans
fucking
guy? And people can. Are you updating on it?
Yeah, I show my
know
cock.
fighters- oh fuck!
No.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, if you got one cock and
Now we
feet,
got jokes.
it's not my cock. It's Photoshop cock. Photoshop cocks on my head.
It's really Tarno's shit that we put.
Yeah, I have a fucking page now. I'm like trying to do that. So like that's why it's like okay, you know, you've been doing these sets, you've been grinding out your set, now you got to start marketing yourself, and that's like what I'm like fucking scared at now.
Monetizing your art.
Monetizing the art, figuring out how to do that. That's crazy. Right?
That's the hardest part, right? And that's where you can really find your lane. I've seen people like you can do social media. You have a TikTok and stuff. I don't have TikTok.
I'm scared of TikTok. I think it's like cigarettes.
Me too.
So I get scared, bro. I get like. Because I'll be hanging out with my boy, bro, my fucking best friend, a person that I've talked to for 20,000 hours. Like, I talk to him about anything. And then out of nowhere, I'm just talking. I look at him, and he's just in space. I'm like, no, dude, I lost him again. I have to slap him, fucking take the shit down so I can talk to my friend.
And they know
and then I get caught with it, too, bro. Like, I've had it before. And I see myself falling for it. I'm like, I can't do it. But it's important. You got to do it.
And they know what you like, dog. So it's like if all I see is like
baby turtles, baby
knockouts and booties, and it's just gonna be like knockout. Like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. You know, it's crazy.
It's frustrating. It's like fuck. Like everybody, like that's the fucking society we live in now. It's just gonna be a bunch of artists trying to appease this algorithm that nobody understands, and the algorithm is just picky, and it changes its mind, and it goes, no, I don't want to show you people this anymore. I want to show people this, and not even the fucking engineers at Google know how it works. Because it's a fucking neural network, so you don't know how that shit links up. It just in, out. It's a black box. So they don't even fucking know. So like sometimes the algorithm changes, people are like, oh, did you hear the new thing? You gotta post at 9:38 a.m. Otherwise you're not gonna have a career. It's like, what the fuck? Like how do I stay in tune with this shit? It's like you gotta be wearing a pink shirt and you gotta have your lips extra puffed up. Otherwise you're not gonna get views. It's like
you gotta like post at 2 p.m. and you're gonna have like bro,
the font's gotta be this big, otherwise it's gotta be here. It's like the music's gotta be. It's like, what the fuck?
You can't even post a video. Now you gotta have subtitles. It's like you gotta type in the subtitles.
Yeah.
And then you gotta make a cover. So if you want to put a joke online, you gotta make a cover. You gotta make subtitles, and then you gotta put emojis with the joke. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, and then the algorithm goes, oh, everybody's doing that. Okay, I'm gonna show them this now. And you're like, fuck! I just figured out Photoshop, motherfucker. Fucking shit on my life.
You gotta learn Photoshop, dog. It's never enough, bro.
Yeah, but that's exciting. That's the exciting part, because ultimately the shit's in your hands, you know. So you do what you want with it.
It's in your hands, and
that's what everybody wants now. Like people are just tired of being like, oh, fucking.
They cut out the middleman, dog.
Yeah, cut out the middleman.
The social media is doing a good job of. That's the one thing about these platforms, and I understand now. You can really generate. You can make a platform, and you can get your crew of people. Imagine, bro, like if you get you get the YouTube, you get your podcast going, right? You got fucking a couple hundred people listening to the podcast. Think about 100 people in a room, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
you could take a small country with a fucking 300 people, dog. You know what I'm saying? You can take, I don't know,
some Spartan shit. Yeah.
So it's good. You can make your own. That's what's good about the social media power, you know?
You have pure control.
Yeah, and you can find people who like you, and then if you do a show, they'll come see you, and you're like, oh, shit.
Fly or die.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, so what else is going on? Any plans coming up this week or anything? What, any shows that people can see you at, dog? What's up with the Miami Improv? You've been doing shows there and shit?
Yeah, you know, you pop up every now and then and shit. We'll see what goes on. You know, it's every now and then that I show up there.
You do some like when there's comedians in there, you'll do like some spots in the improv and stuff, right?
Yeah,
like,
sometimes, yeah. You know, it depends on the show. That's always like booked in advance and shit. You know, so like this week, no, but I am featuring for Brittany Brave at the Villain. She's headlining, so that's gonna be a cool show.
Oh,
It's gonna be a
dope,
nice
man.
little tight pack. Love her to death. She's really funny, so
That
should be pretty fun.
She's been on the podcast, dog.
Yeah,
I got good. See, I got you guys in good. I had Chris. You're my fourth comedian, dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that you don't have too many of us.
Well, I'm gonna get everybody. So I feel bad. 'Cause I don't want people to think I'm not picking, dog. But I just gotta stretch them out. You know what I'm saying?
But you can't have too much comment. You gotta talk shit. You gotta talk business. You gotta
A
talk about
little bit,
Volk, bro.
dog. Yeah.
You gotta talk about the fucking. You gotta talk about the fucking muscle empire.
We need to make like a finance and girls podcast. I feel like that's what people really love, dog. You know, like you start
Dog.
talking about money and crypto
Yeah,
and
there's
shit.
a guy that got really famous off of that. And right now he's in a Romanian jail. So fucking take it easy, all right? We don't need any more of those.
I'm gonna make an anti-cult dog where it's like, yo, you can just be a regular dude, and I'm just gonna show you guys how to make it, dog.
Yeah, that's called Catholicism. But okay, fair enough.
Oh
shit,
man, dog, that was a lot of fun, bro.
Great,
My
awesome,
dog,
man.
Oriel, man.
Love you, bro.
All right, that was amazing, dog. Much love, brother. Yeah, hell yeah. So where can the people find you on social media and stuff if they want to find you and get your comedy shows?
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, fucking Craigslist, Reddit. It's all the same. It's all Oriel OL. So ORIELOL. Keep an eye out, you know, flyers for shows, content, shorts, skits, live tapings, that kind of stuff.
And if you want to see Oriel, you can check us out. You can check him out. He's hosting the hottest mic in the 305 Dade County.
That we just shit on for
you
40
can see my
for
dog
40 minutes.
at the Taurus. All that shit we were talking, we're just kidding. We wouldn't lie, bro.
That's church. That's church, baby. That's church.
Anyways, yo, that was good, man. We're almost at 2 hours, though. We're going to cut this bitch off right
Sick,
here,
man.
brother.
Awesome, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Honey Badger Hour, episode 64 on the fresh camera. This is a big one. We had to bring in the big guns for the new camera. We're out.
What's up?
Ah, my dog.